Day 65 of the 100 line Last Defense Academy. Yeah, let's get straight to it. I think we're on day 75 or 80 in game. That was yesterday. That's my bad. We're on day 58. Oh yeah, there's only one thing to pass time here. Here, let's go. Do a simple exploration, get everything. I don't like that we're getting BP instead of the other materials, since BP is infinite. How do you soldiers? It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up. We've seen that cutscene so many times, and that Futsu, ordinary, a lot. Total number of life forms inside the school is still 13. We had nothing to show for all the searching we've been doing, and we were starting to get desperate. If we could just get one clue, one new piece of information. Just as I was thinking that, my eyes fell on the pile of supplies that we placed at the edge of our living space. You know, I forgot about it till now, but I still had those old books on my desk, the diary and history book, both of which mentioned the killer. I kept quiet about them to avoid causing further confusion, but how much worse can I make it at this point? I should tell the others. Now's not the time to be holding anything back. Before I do that, maybe I should check on the library one last time. There might be something there that I might have missed. Maybe tomorrow will be the day we finally have a breakthrough. I went to bed that night feeling with a strange mixture of frustration, fear, and a tiny bit of hope. This morning, looks like nothing happened last night either. My plan for today is to search the library for any relevant information. As for breakfast, I'll get it later. I wasn't especially hungry, so I put on some clothes and headed straight for the library. Alright, let's see if there's anything important here. What's this? Seemed like a couple pages had been torn out by another book and crammed in here. I ran my eyes over what was written on them and froze on the spot. Strange Tales of the Sword, the legendary serial killer. The following is a work of fiction. All resemblance to actual events, personal, or organizations is completely coincidental. The other one was just missing some pages. They line perfectly, the page number tracks too. The text was the same size and font as the rest of the book, so this was just a story after all. But there was a killer in the diary too. What was that about? I struggled to make sense of all things, but I couldn't think clearly. These few pages had wiped out any motivation I had to keep searching. I felt like I was back at straight age 1. I spent the rest of day 59 just spacing out and letting time flow around me. Day 60. Playing with hope, huh? I could have sworn that I felt a lot more hope when I reached this point last time around. In comparison right now, we're being hunted down by a serial killer we can't even find, let alone defeat. Come on, get your hold of yourself to commit. The team needs you. With that thought giving me courage, I began my day 60 at this academy. Today I was in a group with Ima, Kaku, and Darumi. Search carefully while also keeping my dear sister out of danger, understand? Does salt exercise killers or garlic? We have tubes of garlic paste. I just love seeing things turn out this way. Simple exploration, not bad. 150, 30, and 120. That's worse than all of our previous attempts. Another day's over. After checking with the schedule for the night's lookout shifts, I flop down onto my bed. Will the killer show up tonight? And if they do, where will they strike and where? Thinking over the past attacks and trying to find some pattern in the madness, I found myself starting to drift off. There's no attack that night, and day 60 ended quietly and peacefully. Another morning. I hadn't decided on a plan for today yet, but I knew I should do what I could do to prepare for any further emergencies. As I was idly turning some ideas over my head, how dare you lay hands on that without my permission to pay for that peasant? What was that? I heard Kurora's voice raised in anger on the other side of the gym. I scrambled to get dressed and hurried over to see what was up. Come on, it's just curry. You can spare a little bit, right? Just curry? That's my family recipe you're talking about. It's about a million years too soon for you to lay your filthy hands on high-class cuisine like this. Guys, you have to do this first thing in the morning. What's going on here? Kurora's made some of her special curry and Gaku ate it without asking. Because of that, Lady Kurora erupted like a volcano, as threatening to spew lava all over the place. So Gaku stole the curry and Kurora's mad. That's the gist of it? Don't try lumping it with regular curry too. Osuzuki curry is an irreplaceable cultural heritage asset. I put so much love into mixing it, cooking it, and spooning it into a cooler box to eat later. I mean saying lullabies before bed. For a filthy peasant like you to sneak in and make off while I slept, don't you think you'll get off easy for this? Just committing suicide isn't going to cut it. What part of getting off easy is that? You're the one in the wrong here, Gaku. The least you could do is slice your stomach open to atone. Hey, let me allow me to behead you. I promise to make it quick. Well, I'm sorry, okay? I got really hungry during the night, and since I figured we're not allowed to walk around on our own anymore, I figured there'd be no harm in taking a little. So that's how it is. I remember something like this playing out last time as well. Back then, the teams from the two academies hadn't got used to each other yet, so it escalated really quickly. Of course, we're all one big team now, so I'm sure Kurora will. I'll never forgive you for this, you thieving little gutter rat. Oh, her outfit's different. You sent him flying. Magnificent, Lady Kurora. I could never hope to pull off a technique like that. Darn it, after I apologized and everything, you should have been more careful. I might not have noticed if you hadn't spilled it on your shirt. There's just one more reason I hate having to stay here with all of you. The killer has a lot to answer for. Hey, I don't like it either. I never would have took the curry if we weren't in this crazy situation. Except he totally did in my future. Gaku's apologized, so how about you let him off the hook, Kurora? With everything's going on, we need to stay unified. Next time I catch you doing anything like this, I'll boil you, mash you, and stick you in a stew. I'll be careful. All is well that ends well, I suppose. This incident has left me exhausted, though. Me too. The way we are now, even little things like this have the potential to tear us apart. Everyone's feeling the strain of the situation. I'm no exception. When we're not fighting invaders, we're living in fear of the killer. We've got no time to relax after all. It's no wonder we're all going a little crazy. I don't know how much longer we can hold ourselves together. I should probably put those thoughts aside. Thinking about the future would only make it worse. I decided to focus on the here and now. My group for day 61 consisted of me, Tsubasa, Kurora, and Kiyoshika. The killer was. Justice shall be swiftly served. Takumi, find that thing already. I'm getting dragged into this nonsense, and that is not okay. What if they suddenly appear from the shadows? You'll need to save me, Takumi. That's not too bad, I suppose. Well, what a day. Things have been quiet for the most part, but we're still feeling the effects of Gaku and Kurora's morning tiff. Maybe because of all the emotional stress, I felt a lot sleepier than usual. Surrendering to the inevitable, I closed my eyes and fell into a deep, dreamless sleep. Okay, better get dressed and head to the cafeteria. I wonder where we can find some rare ingredients. Rare ones? You mean like royal jelly or wing of a bat or that kind of thing? Kind of, but not exactly. What do you want them for anyways? You're planning to cast a curse on someone? No, just to cook with. I feel like we need new menu items. Everyone's so exhausted, it's more important than us to have nourishing meals. Bravo, sister dearest. You truly are an angel. You offer hope to everyone. Nay, you are the embodiment of hope itself. You're exaggerated. I just want everyone to have nice food. That's all. If we were back home, I'd be able to supply you with the most high-grade ingredients money can buy. There's not a lot I could do here. The best we could hold some rare drops or carve up our enemies after battle. Maybe not, though. Is Sori's body still around? Are you suggesting we eat him? Hey, if you want good eating, you can't do better than frog. Their meat's lean, nutritious, and you can get them for free if there's a pond nearby. Frog, really? Indeed, I've eaten them during my training, and they're most delicious when prepared properly. I've heard they taste like chicken. I might need to psych myself up a little, but I'm willing to try it. That might work, but is there anywhere around us where we can find a frog? The best place is to find them where somewhere with lots of water. I want to eat frog too. How do we get some? Oh, have you eaten them before, Takumi? Somehow I didn't think you'd be the type. No, I never tried them, but I really want to now. I mean, if they're that good. You just got this craving suddenly? Yeah, you probably think it's weird, but I like to swallow one whole. What, really? Dude, gross. You know you could get parasites from eating meat raw, you know? And we're talking about swallowing whole. I wouldn't mind trying it with an eyeball. Anyone want to pop one out? Why not stop at eyeballs? I'm sure you can find a lot of other stuff for you to swallow. I don't really like trying things I can't be sure of, so maybe I'll stick to what I can find nearby. That's a surprisingly normal attitude for you. I'm so hungry now I can barely stand it. Has the part of my brain that controls hunger gone completely insane? Okay, time to give it all. I'm with Shoma, Kiyoshika, and Darumi today. Is she going to say the same thing? Yeah. Yep. The killer's nowhere to be found. I think they must find it offensive to come anywhere near me. Same dialogue as before. Okay, same dialogue. There's no reward for searching for the killer. What's even the point? We have to work together if we want to find what we're looking for. Oh, that's nothing.
So it's
Nothing happened that night, and the curtain fell on my day 62 at the academy for the second time.
So in 起床時間だよ。やば。
It's morning. Better start work for the day. I got dressed and went to the roof, only to see Hiruko coming out of her room. Hi, Hiruko. You've come here to get some of your stuff too? Takumi, what's the matter? Is there something on my face? No, I was just thinking about something. Are you ready to tell me what it is you've been hiding from me? I took a step closer to Hiruko, but then... The alarm, are we under attack? Okay. No time to talk. We have to go to the war room. You're right, let's go. Back again, monsters? I'm going to slice and dice every last one of you and dump you in my curry. Invader curry, this is an ingredient fetch quest now. Forget curve, we need to get them away from the school. Let's do this, all together. That's right, we have no other choice. Everybody ready? Yes, let's get through this together. Ready? Annihilate them. Empty your mind of all other thoughts. Got everyone, let's fight to protect the school. Does anyone else hear weird voices? Yeah, they're all eerie and discordant. What a terrible racket. Sounds like it's coming from the invaders. Are they talking? But they're just mindless battle pets VX created, right? Either way, it sure is creepy. Don't listen to them. It's probably just a strategy to confuse us. But focus on protecting the academy. Barely. We fended them off for now, but those voices, they still concern me. What are these things? Why did they start talking all of a sudden? Is it just a trick to rattle us, or is there more to it than that? Looks like there's more of them coming. We'll have to put our questions aside for now. More haters and trolls. I have no idea what they're saying, but I'm going to gobble up their XP. Let's get rid of them quick. They're freaking me out. What was that, the last of them? I think so. No sign of reinforcements either. Bases didn't show up this time, and neither did any of the other commanders. How disappointing. I suppose that's all we can expect from these disorganized troops. I kind of feel bad for them. They never really stood a chance, and they kept saying all that weird stuff. They had nothing to offer whatsoever. They're not even worth making into curry. Whatever that's about, it's all over now. We won. Heck yeah. Now they know not to mess with the SDU. After that disappointing battle, we had a victory celebration to overcome our dissatisfaction. It was nice to forget about the killer for a while and see everyone smile again. Kurua was in such a good mood, she offered to make her signature curry dish next time we had a party. Before we knew it, we were laughing together just like old times, and our 63rd day at Lost Defense Academy came to an end.
So?
I slept like a log last night. I don't feel tired from the battle anymore. Maybe this will be a good day. I got out of bed and was soon ready to start the day's activities. My group for today was made of me, Gaku, Kyushika, and Hiruko. Shizuhara, what do you say? How long will this go on? Oops, of force. Hey, that's not bad. I feel like I say this a lot lately, but today really flew by. I've got the lookout shift from midnight to dawn today. I'm with Yugumu, I think. I better get some sleep before then. I set my alarm and crawled under the covers for a brief rest. Finally, midnight arrived. After I got out of my bed, Yugumu and I took our watch at the edge of the gym. I'm still kind of sleepy. I shook my head to wake myself up and inspected my surroundings. Everyone else was sleeping soundly. The gym was as quiet as the grave. There's not a lot to do when we're all lookout duty, huh? Unless something happened, we just had to sit there and keep watch. But it had to be done. We couldn't very well slack off and risk the killer slipping in unnoticed. I was just thinking about that when I noticed something. Huh? Kura? I wasn't seeing things. It was Kura and she was walking out of the gym. I scrambled to my feet. She's going to the bathroom, but she shouldn't be going alone. Even for a simple errand like that, we have to stick together. I better go with her. Hey, I'm going to step out for a second, so can you? You fell asleep? Sheesh, so much for lookout duty. I'll have to remember to slap him awake when I get back. First, though, I should make sure Kura's okay. Where did Kura get to? Kura? What are you doing here? I mean, what are you doing on your own at this time of night? It's none of your concern. I was only gone for a minute. It's nothing to be worried about. Of course I'm worried. Come on, we're going back. What's the matter? Why did you freeze up all of a sudden? Behind you. It's a killer. They're back. Quick, let's get out of here. What? No, Ark. Kura. Well, where's my mask? We'll get back for it later. Just run. Are we doing this segment again? Oh my god, I hate this. So stupid. You just run forward, you hold a direction, and you just keep holding it. Like, there's nothing to interact with. It's not like the other game mode where you have to go hide through doors and whatnot. In this one, you just keep running until you get to a cutscene, and there's nothing exciting going on. You just holding up, okay, Kura? I'm scared the killer's gonna get us. Only if you keep screaming like that. Just hide in here, okay? Act as a decoy and lure the killer away. No, don't go, Takumi. I'm too scared to be on my own. Don't worry, I'll be back before you know it. Just don't move from the spot until I come get you, okay? Okay, don't be gone for too long. I stowed Kura away in a safe hiding spot, and then headed back headed back in the darkness to confront the killer. I barely ran down the hall for a few seconds when I heard the sound of a power saw. The killer was still out there looking for us. I screamed as loud as I could into the darkness. Sounds like they heard me. Now I just have to lead them somewhere far from here. Now the killer knew where I was. They'd already been closing the distance between us. Okay, good now. Well, there they are. They're not even in vision. I found myself outside the defense room. I managed to stay ahead of the killer so far, but what had happened? It's so good, they're still coming. The The killer refused to back down. They were like a beast on the hunt, and I was their prey. It's weird, though. I don't sense any murderous intent from them. It's more like they're taking some kind of perverse pleasure in all of this. I better get out of here before they have their way with me. I did dart to one side, ready to race down the hallway when I lost my footing and stumbled, coming down hard on my butt. This is it. I'm going to die. Horror seized me and I began to tremble over. It was like I was frozen to the spot. I could hear the killer revving the power saw, coming closer and closer, but right before they got to me, must kill now. I seem to hear a strange voice speaking to me from the depths of the darkness. Oh, it's Ado. My head was killing me and my body ached all over. I'm alive? I'm outside the defense room? The defense room, of course, it came back to me in a flash. Last night the killer caught me and attacked me right here. So how could I still be alive? Why would the killer choose to let me live? That doesn't matter. I have to go see if Kuro's alive. If she's done like I asked, she should still be in her hiding spot from last night. I dragged myself to my feet and prepared to head back to the training room. But before I could get moving, someone called my name. Mr. Sumino, so this is where you've been all this time. Hey, Mom, I'll explain later, but Kuro is... Yes, Miss Suzuki, that's what I came to tell you about. Come on, this way. Huh? He must solemnly led me down the hall. My heart dropped when we stepped outside the training room. Inside? No, it can't be. How? What were you doing standing around for? We have to get her to the infirmary. It's too late, Sir Takumi. She's lost too much blood to be revived anymore. Kura, why? Damn it, how the hell did this happen? When I checked the life count this morning, it had gone down to 12. We noticed that you and Kura were missing, so we went to look for you. We found Kura's body first, right here inside the training room. Where were you last night, Takumi? You're supposed to be on lookout duty. Yeah, a lot happened. I told the others about mine and Kuro's last night adventure, right up to the point where my memory cut out. I see, the killer must have got to Miss Suzuki when you were passed out. That seems to be the only explanation. In other words, it's my fault. Kuro is dead because I couldn't stop the killer. Don't make sure it's tough, Takumi. The killer is the one responsible for this, not you. Plus, Yugumu is the one who fell asleep when he should have been on lookout. You're right, I'm truly, deeply sorry. Totona, I'll let you all torture me as much as you want. I'll put up with anything if it's ease Kuro's soul. That sounds like it'll be more like torture for us. There's no point in blaming anyone. Nothing we do will bring Kuro back. I agree with Lady Kako. Lady Kuro wouldn't want us to start turning on each other. What I don't get is, why did the killer leave Takumi alone? If you were passed out, you'd have been a much easier target than Kuro. It's just like I said before, the killer's picking us one at a time because that's how they get their kicks. Knock it off, Darumi. There never was this legendary serial killer. Takumi, what's wrong? Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. I guess I'm a little emotional. Something wrong, Hiruko? You've been staring at the corpse ever since we got here. It's nothing. Shouldn't we do something with the body? We can't just leave her like this. We may not have been able to save her, but we can at least lay her to rest. Tears still in my eyes? Tears still in our eyes. We transported Kuro's body to the morgue. We made another grave marker to add to our collection, but after that, nothing. I didn't want to do or say or think anything. It was like all this tragedy had broken something deep inside of me. Putting out some troops, yada yada yada. It's day 66 now, huh? The morning announcement brought no hope for a new day, only a dull sense of despair. What happened yesterday wasn't a bad dream, it was cold, hard reality. I can't even move right now. I couldn't muster the energy to get up. I was afraid to even open my eyes. I didn't want to face reality. Before I knew it, I'd fallen back into a coma-like sleep. Why am I getting tired so quickly lately? That day I didn't wake up until long past sundown. I learned later that the others had discussed different strategies for dealing with the killer. One suggestion that came up was to call off the search and go and for one of the team to try to lure out the killer, but was rejected on the grounds that it would put the decoy in too much danger. Apparently, Darumi volunteered to do it anyways, but they shut her down. We never know with her if she just let herself get killed on purpose. And then they agreed that further searching wouldn't do us any good and to further discuss our plans another day. My head still feels fuzzy. Sleeping the day away yesterday has done a lot to help me recover from the shock. Everyone's probably in the cafeteria already. I should go too. Oh, Hiruko, good morning. Huh? Hey, Shizuhara, what's gotten into her lately? Maybe she's not feeling well. It's probably nothing to worry about. When I got to the cafeteria, I found the others standing in front of the refrigerator. What's wrong? Oh, Takumi, look at this. And Zoe pointed to one of the refrigerator shelves, where a large pot had been placed. It's Kuro's homemade curry. She made it ready for us to celebrate our next victory. I used to see her coming here to check on us. She probably did the same thing that night. So that's what she was doing when she snuck out of the gym in the middle of the night. She must have been on her way back after putting it in the fridge when I ran into her. We mustn't let Lady Kuro's generosity go to waste. We should eat this curry in honor of her memory. I think so too. Let's eat it now. This is... I'd eaten it last time, but I've forgotten just how amazing the flavor was. It's so delicious. Nothing like I've ever tasted before. I can barely believe it. I can't stop eating it. It's so good. It's so freaking good. I mean, the portions I took before was great too, but the flavor is so much deeper now, and the rice and sauce are in such perfect harmony. Lady Kuro's skill was sublime. The curry deserves a platinum medal. Even the holy Jumanji sword is enraptured with it. The sword has a sense of taste? Really? I had my doubts about curry for breakfast, but this was clearly a perfect choice. It's outstanding. Every bite feels like a new experience, like you eat this every day and not get tired of it. I'm sure Kuro would be happy to hear how much we all like it. She always was passionate when it came to her curry. One of these days we'll put the killer in a curry and offer it at Kuro's grave. You sure that's not disrespectful to the recipe? Speaking of the killer, we called off the search and rejected the decoy plan. What exactly are we going to do? I guess that's what we need to decide on today. I've been thinking about it myself. I still don't have any ideas. How about you, Kiruku? Did she just turn away so she wouldn't have to look at me? She was acting weird earlier. Is she going to start avoiding me again? Hey, Shizuhara. Takumi, what's wrong? You look terrible, huh? All of a sudden, I got a splitting pain in my head and my vision started to blur. It was like my consciousness was being forcefully dragged into the darkness. So Takumi might be the killer. Might be related to the killer after all. I don't know how much time passed after that. I simply drifted in an endless expanse of darkness with no concept of time or space. My head, my throat, my arms, my legs, they were all burning up. Somebody save me, please. Please get me out of here. Then suddenly I felt a gentle light shine on my face. It felt good, like the sun on a warm summer day. I found myself being drawn to the light, and then... Nozomi? Nozomi, you came here to save me from the darkness. I'm back in my room. I sat up in my bed, slowly but surely coming back to my senses. Takumi, you're alright, thank goodness. You're asleep for 3 whole days. We've been worried sick. Right, I think I remember passing out suddenly. Did you take care of me again, Nozomi? Yeah, the others helped when I needed to rest, but I stayed with you as much as I could. Just like last time, huh? You're really there for me. Thank you, Nozomi. You made me feel a lot better. Nozomi smiled at me, looking incredibly relieved. Has anything new happened while I've been out of action? No, nothing in particular. And life count is still 12. Alright, it should be okay then. Well, I can't just sit around in bed all day. We've got to catch the killer. Don't stress yourself. You're still recovering. You should take it easy for today. You worry too much. I'm absolutely fine, see? I swung my arms around as a sign of how fit and healthy I was. Nozomi didn't seem convinced. We lost consciousness out of nowhere, Takumi, and we don't even know what caused it. Probably just stress. We've been dealing with it a lot lately. You need to take this more seriously. What if it happens again? Then I guess you'll have to nurse me back to health again. So long as you're there for me, I know I'll always get better. That's not what I meant. I mean, you're missing the point. Just stay here and rest today, alright? Don't even think about doing anything else. Sure, whatever you say. What does she know? What timeline bullshit does she know that we don't? Up and out the troops, time to rise and shine. It's morning. I've done what Nozomi asked yesterday and pretty much spent the whole day in bed. Today, though, things would be back to normal. I just couldn't leave Last Defense Academy and its welfare to everyone else. Look, I'm feeling better, so maybe I'll discuss things with others and... Enemy attack. Probably shouldn't skip the dialogue that much. Enemy attack. Looks like we got another battle on our hands. Sir Takumi, are you sure you're all right to fight? Yeah, no problem. Everyone, are you ready? Aye, sir. Let me show these. Let's mow the invaders down. Oh, and don't forget about me. I want to get some headshots to get a new high score. Okay, everyone. Here we go. Defensive battle initiate. Battle start. Is it over? Takumi, look, the Supreme Commander. Vile and barbaric invaders, you should consider it an honor that I deigned to speak to you like this, the Exodus. Surrender and allow me to devour you. If you do that, I'll make your deaths quick and painless. Continue to find me, however, and I will do everything in my power to ensure your final moments are filled with unimaginable agony. Your words are laughable. We will fight tirelessly for the sake of humanity. That's right. I ain't gonna let myself get eaten by the likes of you. I see. I need not hold myself back as an indulgent entertainment that this war provides. What's she talking about? Future one will only be at peace when my superior self ascends to godhood, and only then. And to do that, I must devour all of you and make her power my own. Okay, yada. Let's get in a towel real quick because I wanted to try something. Those voices again. Eerily, aren't they? Just listen to them to make my skin crawl. Just. Very good. The grand finale is drawing near. Our next battle will be our last. Until next time, Bio Invaders. After the fight, we dragged our tired bodies back to the school. The final battle was drawing near, but there was something else we had to figure out before then. Where was the killer? That was the only thing I could focus on right now. The way they evaded us at every turn made me feel like we were trapped in an unsolvable, ever-changing labyrinth. Yeah, what time is it? Oh, it's not already? I tried to open my heavy eyelid to look at the clock, but I couldn't believe how much of the day passed me by. Without even meaning to, I spent the entire day in bed again. Has anyone noticed? I stepped outside the divining curtain to check. Hey, Takumi, you're finally awake, huh? Finally. So you did notice. I was sleeping for a long time. Why didn't you wake me up? I was gone, but Hiruko said I should let you rest. Really? Hiruko said that? So you had that weird collapse a little while ago. We don't want to push you so hard while you're recovering. Let's see, sorry to make you all worry. But I just overslept today. Oh yeah? Let's just hope that's all it is. But so you know, nothing's really changed today, for better and for worse. Thanks. I'm sure we'll make some progress tomorrow. That's right. Just let me know if there's anything I can do. Now then, I still got a little bit of time before the evening announcement. Anybody should take a shower or something. Finished my shower, I was returning to the gym when I noticed a figure walking down the hallway. Oh, Hiruko. It felt like such a long time since the two of us had spoken. I heard from Sebastian we were told the others to let me rest. There wasn't anything wrong with me, but it's a nice gesture all the same. Thanks. There's something we need to discuss. Meet me in the cafeteria at 1 tonight. Come alone. Huh? Hey, wait, Hiruko. As always, it's useless trying to argue with her. She ignored me completely and walked away. It seems like she had something on her mind. I wonder what she wanted to talk about. It'll be 1 soon. I checked my clock. It was only a few minutes away from the time that Hiruko turned me to meet her. It's past midnight, so technically the day had already rolled on to day 74. Not really mattered what day it is. As long as I'm on time. Hiruko was probably waiting for me in the cafeteria, but the invitation had been kind of sudden. But I had no reason not to go. Still feeling a little conflicted, I got up and slipped down to my sleeping area when... What are you doing up this late? I just got back from the bathroom. Why are you still up, Takumi? I just want to move around a bit. With all the sleeping I've been doing lately, I'm not very tired right now. Oh, it's okay. If you can't sleep, do you want to stay up with me? I've been wanting to talk to you for a while now. You have? Promise to tell me what happened between you and me in your future someday, remember? I guess I did say that. It's not fair that you get to be the only one who knows all the secrets. I want us to be on an even footing. I want to know everything there is to know about the relationship between you and me. If you stand her up, she probably dies. As soon as Omi get the bad ending out of the way. Right. I just want to keep talking to Nozomi. Sorry, Hiruko. I'll go to the cafeteria after I'm done here. Okay, I'll tell you. I don't think you'll believe me, but that's fine. Will you hear me out? Of course, but maybe we should go somewhere else. Yeah, you're right. Everyone's asleep. Why don't we take a walk outside? Sounds good. We need to be quiet so we don't wake them up. I hope the sky's clear tonight. Do you think they could see us from the satellite if we waved? Nozomi was talking besides me and smiling innocent when I was agonizing. There's no sense in trying to dress up what I want to say. Even if she won't believe me, I should just lay it out. I just made up my mind when... Hey, did you hear something just now? Is someone here? I'm sorry, I must be imagining things. Let's hurry. Yes, I had a bad feeling about the oldest, but I tried to speed it up, but... Next moment... Eek. There's only run this way. Another one of these segments. And somebody's gonna die now, huh? Oh, there the guy is. I think he's gaining. Slightly gaining. It's no good. At this rate, they're going to catch up. Let's split up. I'll try to lead the killer away. Takumi, you can't do that. We don't have time to argue. Just go. Alright, be careful. Oh. There he is. I managed to stay one step ahead so far, but now the killer had me cornered. It couldn't get worse than this. There's no way to run. I'll have to make my stand here. Preparing to attack, I reached for my infuser, but... my vision blurred as my body was sent flying down the stairs. The impact caused my head to slam against the wall and I started to black out. I'm fading fast, gotta keep my eyes open. I managed to refocus my vision just in time to see the power saw coming down at me. This feels familiar. I wasn't sure why, but despite my many encounters with the killer, I hadn't been killed yet, so I'm sure things will work out this time somehow. Damn, that's crazy. He wasn't the MC. How long has it been since then? I lost all sense of the passage of time. I still couldn't believe that the boy laid out in front of me was dead. Why? Why you too, Takumi? No matter how much I questioned him, he didn't answer. He's really dead. We separated while we were running from the killer late last night. I went looking for Takumi later. But then I found him on the landing of the staircase. He was unrecognizable. Takumi, no. I should never have invited him out. If I hadn't, he might still be alive. I'm sorry, Takumi. I'm so sorry. I cried non-stop over his cold, dead body. My tears had dried by the time the others came looking for us. But then, night fell again. So did my tears. Exhausted from crying, I eventually fell asleep. Nozomi POV, huh? I must have fallen asleep. When I woke up, I found myself curled up in bed, still wearing my clothes. My eyes were swollen and sore from crying all day yesterday. If I keep crying like this, everyone's going to keep worrying about me. I need to pull myself together. I'll wash my face and then go to the cafeteria. I need to talk about what happened. When I arrived at the cafeteria, everyone was already there, eating breakfast. Now, Lady Nozomi, are you feeling better? Yeah, I'm fine now. Thanks to you for asking, Kiyoshika. Are you interested in sampling my dear sister's special dojo? I'll park you right up. It's an energy-boosting parfait made out of liver, fermented soybeans, grated yams, and topped with chocolate-covered bananas, fresh out of the kitchen. I appreciate the thought, but I'll just have something light this morning. I got some fruit and yogurt and sat at the table with everyone. Can we talk about the killer yet? I want to hear about it so bad that I woke up this morning absolutely miserable. Did you me really? No, it's fine. I keep planning to talk about it. I feel like you're ready, Nozomi. Actually, it seems like you weren't the only ones who saw the killer that night. Really, who else saw them? Miss Riku and Shoma, apparently. No fair, I wanted to see the killer too. I got up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, but when I stepped out of the hall, I heard someone running. It was all dark and I couldn't really see, but they were wearing all black and holding a power saw. Yes, and after that, Sir Shoma came to get the rest of us. I was off on my own at the time. I saw the killer in the hall by the cafeteria. I went after them, but they lost me. And while I was looking, I heard you scream, Nozomi. Everyone came running to where you were, but Takumi, he was already... I tried to explain in much detail as what happened to us last night. Since we got separated, I wasn't sure what Takumi's final moments were. I had no idea where the killer ran off to either. Dang, nobody even saw where the killer went. That's the most important part. There's nothing we could do. We didn't even find any clues. Takumi's cause of death was blood loss due to his wounds from the power saw. Is that correct, Yugumu? Oh, yeah. I believe the murder weapon exactly what everyone reported they saw. Are we going to die too? How do we fight against this killer? The killer is not human. It's human, but inhumane. No matter how many times I kill them, they won't stay dead. None of this makes any sense. Well, heck, man, you're freaking me out. Just a little quote from somebody somewhere. Anyways, it's dangerous for us to be alone. We should probably travel in groups from now on. Yeah, I think that would be for the best. Let's make sure we're keeping a close eye on everyone at all times. I swore we'd stick together to avoid further casualties, but the reality that awaited us was all too cruel. The killer took their time attacking us, almost as if they were mocking us. Those of us still alive huddled together, overwhelmed by despair, and soon we reached day 98 in a cold, empty world. What time is it now? I looked at the nearby clock to see it was already past 1 in the morning. Another sleepless night. I hadn't been getting any sleep lately. When I try to think about the killer appearing out of nowhere, and then my friends getting murdered one by one, I feel like I'm losing my mind. The only ones left now were Tsubasa, Shoma, Kiyoshika, and me. Please, somebody help us. Oh, what is it? Hey, Nozomi, are you awake? Do you mind letting me in? That voice, Tsubasa. Tsubasa alone and anxious looking. Did something happen? Sorry, I know it's late. I'm just too scared to be alone. Can I sleep with you? Do I let her in? We've all been keeping to ourselves lately. The series of murders had us to suspect each other. But I didn't get the sense that Tsubasa was acting suspiciously, and I was so lonely that I just wanted to be around someone for a change. But yeah, of course, I couldn't sleep either. Yay. Thank you, I'll be coming in then. I brought some snacks. Want to share? This is just like a sleepover. Let's chat until we get tired. Look at the time. Should we get some sleep soon? Yeah, since you're here, I feel like I might finally get some decent sleep. Me too. I've been scared so every night because of the killer. Let's do this again tomorrow. Oh, what was that sound? Huh? That wasn't you? No, I didn't do anything. Suddenly we heard the sound of somebody rattling the doorknob. Somebody's here too. Maybe one of the others got too scared to sleep. Let's wait and see. It's locked, so we should be fine. Are they gone? Maybe we should check just in case. It could have been some kind of emergency. Eek. I heard the power saw. Are they trying to break the door down? Someone wanted to escape the window. Just as we were looking for a place to hide. Eek. Suddenly they were behind us. The killer power saw at the ready. No, this can't be happening. Nozomi, run. My god. That guy just spawns out of nowhere. Austin, Nozomi and Tsubasa had the same exact run animation. Relentlessly pursued by the killer, we fled to the metal shop. Let's hide in here. We hid in the darkness, stifled our breath, and curled up into little balls. Please just go past us. I prayed desperately as I clung to Tsubasa. I held my breath, hoping we wouldn't make any noise that would give us away. Just then... Narc, no wait, they found us. The killer spotted us and stood with their power saw at the ready. No, stay back. We tried to make some distance. We tried to put some distance between us, but there was nowhere to run. I need to keep Tsubasa safe. And I was about to stand up to protect her when I hold them off. Run, Nozomi. Tsubasa grabbed hold of a hammer on the workbench and lunged at the figure in the black suit. The killer hesitated for a moment, then easily dodged her attack. Tsubasa, get back, I'll help. There's no way I'm going to leave her here alone. I need to fight with her. In a panic, I grabbed something that seemed like it could work as a weapon, then face the killer. But before I could get ready to strike, Tsubasa got killed. Shit. My vision was instantly soaked in red. The scene in front of me left me unable to speak. Tsubasa collapsed, slashed by a power saw. Blood was gushing out of her as I watched helplessly. With a horrible gurgle, a large quantity of blood spewed from Tsubasa's mouth. For some reason, the killer lowered the power saw and left without sparing me so much as a glance. What's happening? Shouldn't they come for me next? More importantly... Tsubasa, come on, I'll get you to revive Matic right away. I tried to lift her body, but Nozomi stayed alive. Tsubasa, no. My light drained out Tsubasa's face, and I felt her body slowly go limp. I managed to carry her blood-soaked body to the rival Matic, but it was too late. There was no bringing her back. Time passed and night fell on day 98. I explained to the others how Tsubasa had been killed right after it happened. The atmosphere was somber, all of us struggling to find the words to say, but it's possible the killer might show up as we sat here in silence. I lifted my head with resolve. I want us to assume the killer isn't one of us for a minute, because we need to discuss things that we still don't understand about them. Right. Why does the killer methodically kill one person at a time, even if there are others present? Yeah, that's what happened with me and Tsubasa. Ima and Kaku are the only exceptions. The killer could have easily killed me, but they only went after Tsubasa. Torumi once said the killer enjoys the thrill. Maybe they were doing it for fun. Is it possible that they're an invader? There's no comprehending their logic. If they were, I think the school's defense system would have set off the alarm. And even if they've managed to get past it somehow, wouldn't the invader be more inclined to kill all of us at once? I doubt the killer's an invader, but that just brings us right back to our first question. Who's doing this? We're the only ones left. We can't exactly split up to go looking for clues. That reminds me, I picked this up in the hallway earlier. Is that the organic life detection device? Tsubasa must have dropped it when we were running away from the killer. I see. I suppose that makes it a memento now. The number showed on it used to be so large. Feeling tearful, I took it from Kiyoshika, flipped the switch on. Huh? The number on the display was 5. What does that mean, 5? It counts the killer in hiding, so it should be the survivors plus 1, right? There's 3 of us and 1 killer, which means anything but 4 doesn't make sense, since when has there been another person here? Maybe it's broken or somebody came back to life. Perchance. Let's go see. So there's 5 people. Time traveler. Dimension hopper, I mean. Even if I end up as the only one left, I have to fight until then. I balled my hand into a tight fist and stepped into the war room. Yeah, there's no way they're living. Kiyoshika is not a good enough DPS, I think. It's time for the final battle. It's ridiculous that a walking dumpster fire like me survived this long, but I'll fight as best I can until the bitter end. I've long made up my mind as well. Let's go, Holy Jumanji Sword. I have not a shred of regret in this life of mine. Wait, before we do this, I have something I want to show you. What? What's that? It's a bioweapon for fighting commanders. Tsubasa and I worked on it together. Tsubasa had approached me for help before Takumi was killed. I think maybe it all started when Yugumu told us about the commander's DNA cells. This chaos caused by the killer delayed our progress, but we got a trump card ready in time for the final showdown. We should be able to do some serious damage to BXs with this. We can't afford to waste it. Nozomi, we owe you, and Lady Tsubasa, we shall graciously accept your kindness. Let's go. Time to show those invaders what we're made of. Oh, boop. Okay, I thought I might actually have to play the game, but I guess not. That's... No, VXs. Don't think I'll grant you an easy death. Your power and the power of the second coming are mine. I should devour all. Oh, she's got heart in her eyes. Hearts, I mean. You're all more bullheaded than I could ever imagine. Know your place, wicked invaders. How pathetic, coming back to life after getting killed again and again, but so be it. It would be a disappointment if you died so easily. I'll send you to hell again and again until I've had my fill. Now de-transformed, the Exodus looked entirely at ease, seemingly enjoying toying with us. She was fully convinced that the invaders would win. Her guard is down. Now it's our chance to turn the tables. Not on my watch. What's that sound? I activated a device expelling a massive quantity of poison that rained down on the Exodus' body. What is this? I cannot move. It worked. The poison worked. You invaded scum. What have you done to me? Nozomi, it's time to finish her. No need, Kiyoshika. With this much poison in her system, you dare kill the great. Damn, she went down easy. We did. We beat the invaders. I'm still having trouble believing it. I was surprised the Exodus went down in such a disappointing matter. But all that's left is to go to the artificial satellite tomorrow and everything will finally be over, right? Yeah, we saved all the people up there. That being said, we truly couldn't celebrate. Between the deaths of our friends and knowing the killer was still hiding somewhere, we had a lot of complex emotions weighing down. We just have to get through one more day. According to what Takumi told us, on day 100 tomorrow, there will be a final assault launched from the school. We need to stay alive for the sake of humanity. We need to get away from the killer. Day 100. Finally, we made it to the morning of day 100. Soaking up the light from the sun, high up in the blue skies, I quietly looked out across the school grounds. We need to get down to the schoolyard as soon as possible, just to check on the escape pod if nothing else. Takumi said that missiles would be launched on day 100, but things seem to be the same as ever. No signs of any missiles. Oh wait, everyone look over there. There were several huge missile turrets jutting out of the school. Are those turrets? Are those missiles charged with undying flames going to come out of those? Yeah, when the school shifts into attack mode and fires all the missiles, all the invaders will be killed. They look so sinister. By the way, where's the escape pod he mentioned? It was just then that an announcement rang out all around us. Oh, look there. It's just like Sir Takumi said. There really was a way for us to be saved. Or escape. If we get on this thing, we'll be saved. Suddenly the faces of all the friends we lost flashed through my mind. Sorry for leaving you behind. We'll take on all your hopes and dreams with us. Let's leave this planet and head for the artificial satellite. Onwards, we carry the hopes and dreams of humanity with us. The killer was suddenly running from us. The power saw it roaring. You're kidding, right now? Your time has come, villainous killer. I'll punish you for your crimes. Wait, they're headed for the escape pod. Wait, please no. Unconcerned with us, the killer began to hack the saw at the escape pod, tearing it apart. What? We must stop them, Kiyoshika. If you get too close, you'll be killed. But the escape pod... It's already too late. The pod can't launch like that. At any rate, when the missiles launch, we're destined to die here like the others. We have no way to stop the missiles, and the killer will probably get us first anyways. Everyone over here. Hey, Zomi, run quickly. Motherfucker, this power saw is unbeatable. The school bus, don't tell me we're going to use this to escape. If it's between this or being murdered, I'll take my chance. Right, let's get away from here as far as possible. I'm Kiyoshika Magadori, the swordsman who never says die. I'll struggle until my last breath. I slammed on the gas when we cut through the schoolyard at ferocious speed. I'm taking us through the wall of fire. Barely. If we cross the wall, the killer won't be able to follow us. There was a violent impact and the killer went flying. The school bus kept moving through the schoolyard at a breakneck pace. Did we get them? Yes, there's no way the killer comes from that unsaved. Oh, what? What's that sound? Suddenly there was a dull sound from the roof of the bus. The next moment... They punched through the roof. The killer was mere feet away in the back of the bus, power saw in hand. What do? The wall of fire is running from us. If I hit the brakes now, we'll be caught in the missile launch. But if we don't stop, the killer will get us instead. What should I do? Oh, she gets to choose. running to the wall. It's not just Manikas and Takumi. I can't stop here, which means I'm just going to have to take a chance. I pressed harder on the gas. The engine growled as the bus sped up. The bus raced ahead, barreling towards the wall fire. There was a concrete barrier in the way, but I didn't let up on the gas. Reserve, what are you doing? Get down and hold on tight, guys. I pressed the pedal as far down as it would go, the concrete barrier coming closer and closer until we're going to hit it. The bus slammed head-on into the barrier, violently rocking the vehicle and bringing us to a sudden stop. The momentum was enough to launch the killer forward, and then the killer flew through the windshield and was thrown out towards the undying flames. With a horrible cry of agony, the killer burnt to death in the flames without us ever knowing who they really were. After abandoning the now destroyed bus, we wandered around the wall of fire. We had no destination, we were just trying to get somewhere far away. I wonder how much longer until the missiles launch. I have no clue. It could be a minute, it could be an hour. But what I do know is if we give up now, we don't stand a chance. Truly, it's game over if we resign ourselves now. That's right, maybe there's some kind of bomb shelter or something around. Let's go in. Even if the missiles launch in 1 minute, moving is better than doing nothing. We're together until then, guys. We just kept on walking forward. There was no telling what would happen, but even so, there was nowhere to return to, so I never looked back. That's a bad ending. Slasher route, 3 of us. Thought I was done with the slasher route. Guess not. I have to stop the killer. I immediately slammed the fire extinguisher button and stood up from my seat. I tackled the killer with all my might. Lady Nozomi? Run, please. No, Nozomi. The 2 of us were flung off the bus and into the squirt, our bodies entangled. A sharp pain ran through as we hit the ground. Still, I managed to muster strength to get up. I saw the school bus on the horizon passing through the wall fire. Thank goodness, Kiyoshika and Showa managed to get out safely for now. Now, if they could find somewhere to take refuge far away from here. Did the killer faint? Maybe they hit their head when they were thrown from the bus. They were laid out flat on the ground. The power saw had fallen out of their hand and landed somewhere far away. This is the person who killed everyone. I fearfully stretched out my hands and placed them on the murderer's helmet. Who is it? Who are you? Why did you do this to us? Desperately trying to stop my hands from shaking, I slowly pulled off the strange headgear. No way. As soon as I tried to speak, I felt a violent, piercing pain jolt through my side. I've been stabbed? My side burned like it was on fire. I felt the blood trickle from me. As my vision began to dim, I locked my eyes with the killer as he stared down from me. Why? I pathetically croaked out the question, but all I got in return was silence. He didn't say a word, simply looking down at me with a look I've never seen on anyone's faces before. Why? I couldn't form the words to ask the questions any longer. Suddenly I stopped feeling pain. I stopped feeling anything. I was starting to fade. Please let Kiyoshika and Shoma survive somehow. I felt my tears spill down from my cheeks, and my conscience fade into a deep, endless darkness. Come on, you can't just tell us who you think the killer is. The answer is Takumi, but like... Slasher route, it was you. That's such a cop-out answer. Just tell us who it was. Come on, man. It was you. Okay, Hiroko will die instead. I should really go see Hiroko. I have a bad feeling about it, but it did sound important. Sorry, someone, can we talk later? Oh yeah, no problem. Sorry for screening on you. I'll be back then. Good night. better hurry. Hey, Shizuhara. I stepped into the silent cafeteria and found Shizuhara standing alone. You came. It must be pretty important for you to ask me to come at this hour. Besides, I've wanted to talk to you for a while. You bet my behavior must be incomprehensible to you. That was true enough. I had a mountain of questions for her. What was Shizuhara doing in the biolab when the killer attacked on day 16? How did she know about the enemy attacks and the commander's abilities? Why was she suddenly avoiding me? I've been agonizing over whether I should tell you. I was scared my relationship with you would change if I did. It won't. Huh? On the roof, you told me you're not my enemy, which means you're an ally. Nothing will change that. Right. Thank you for believing in me. Well, it's because we fought together all this time. The same must go for you, right? Look at me, actually, the moment Hiruku started talking. Who is it? Oh, Yugumu? Perfect. So this is where you are. I was on lookout when I noticed you two were gone, so I went looking. Oh, sorry. I was just having a talk with Shizuhara. A talk at this hour? I hate to interrupt you two, but don't you think being out at this hour is far too dangerous? You're right. It was nothing. I'll head back now. But Shizuhara, sorry, it's nothing. Forget about it. I must have soured the mood. Sorry, allow me to, massage you as an apology. Cut me out forever. I'll head back. Sorry I messed up your patrol, Yugumu. Not a problem. Besides, the night excites me. I still can't get myself to stay still. Cool. Don't walk around alone too much. And then, I never got to have a proper conversation with Shizuhara. I wondered what she wanted to tell me. She must have given up because it was too important to blurt out with Yugumu listening. Although I decided I'd wait for an opportunity to talk again in the near future, but that chance never came. And the days slipped by. We reached day 77 with the threat of the hidden killer still looming over us. Not already. I suddenly realized this time. It was just before the nighttime announcement. The day was finally over. Nearly over. Oh man, I only meant to take a quick nap. Earlier today, we'd all gotten together to discuss how to fight the killer and try out different traps. But then, none of them worked out, so we gave up and spent the afternoon working in groups. I was tired, so I took a break halfway through. I must have dozed off. So sleepy, I should stretch and get some sleep. Maybe I should go to the bathroom and freshen up first. Better put my class armor on, just in case. The moment I was in front of the boys' bathroom, I sensed something that stopped me in my tracks. The lights aren't on. There shouldn't be anyone in here, but the air feels unusual, abnormal, and there's a sharp stench. Please no. I'm just imagining things, right? There's no way, just no way. Desperately trying to keep my legs from trembling, I stepped inside the bathroom. What I saw before me was pure hell. I screamed as the metallic stench of blood attacked my senses. Sitting on the toilet, dead and covered in blood, was Shoma. Every inch of his flesh was maimed and sliced, leaving a pulpy mess. There was hardly a trace of the Shoma we knew left in him. Hey, what's with all the screaming? I'm trying to... Hey, he's dead. Somebody killed Shoma. Dude, was it the killer? Did they strike again? Doc, calm down. Go get everyone. Yeah, sure. I performed an amateur inspection of Shoma's corpse as everyone waited. There doesn't seem to be anything left that might serve as a clue. The only thing here is the body. Holding back my rising gorge, I carefully examined it. The cause of death is the loss of blood from deep wounds made by a blade, exactly the same as everyone else. Based on how dry the blood on the wall is, he's been dead for some time. Wait, does that mean? Sorry, Takumi, is it true that you discovered a body? Yeah, in the stall. Dark. Is that Shoma? So we got Mr. Ginzaki this time. The killer truly is ruthless. The MO is exactly the same as before. That killer has struck again. We've lost another one of our friends. The killer is human, but inhumane. No matter how many times I kill them, they won't stay dead. None of it makes any sense. What the heck, man? You're freaking me out. Just a little quote from somebody somewhere. Jeremy is quoting the entry in the diary we found in the library. Knowing now that the other book was entirely fictional, it seemed that the diary was just an exercise in creative writing as well. What do you think of it? I didn't see Mr. Ginzaki all afternoon. When did he die? Judging from how mild dry the blood is, a few hours ago. Agreed, I'd say at least 6 hours. Wait, he was killed in the afternoon? I noticed the same thing just now. The killer doesn't only appear at night. They'll come to kill even in the daytime. No. So you're telling me we're being hunted by a crazed murderer 24/7? Or you want to end up getting killed too? Butchered like some kind of animal left to... Calm down, let's focus on surviving. At any rate, we can't work alone during the day anymore, either. Starting tomorrow, let's make sure we're in groups all the time. Right, okay. Hiruko, you keep looking at Shoma's body. Something wrong? I'm done now. I have nothing to say. Don't worry about it. Okay, well, let's move on. We need to clean him. How many of these have we made for our friends at this point? I didn't even want to count. After saying our final goodbyes to Shoma, we all returned to the school without uttering a word. The organic life protection device total had finally dropped down to 11. Fear steadily invaded the atmosphere that hung around us.
気象さちさやば
What's so special about it? Who even cares? Surrey's boundless cheery voice irritated me. I was still reeling from the shock of discovering Shoma's body. Anyways, I should go to the cafeteria. I'm not hungry, but I need to check on everyone. Good morning, Takumi. Morning. Sure is quiet in here. Talk about an unpleasant morning. Everyone's acting like we just left awake. We kind of did. You seem the same as ever, though. Well, it's no use crying over spilled milk. We need to eat and keep our stamina up so we can stay alive. So, dearest, eat up. Do you want more seafood banana waffles? I'm full, thanks. Takumi, would you like something to eat? Yeah, I don't have much of an appetite. I appreciate the offer, though. Did you say you like frog? I'd whip you something up if we had any. Frog parfait, frog sandwich, even a whole frog could be good. Please stop making me think about those horrible dishes this early in the morning. I don't know, I'd like it. Eating gory food like that could be fun. Forget the crazy stuff. I'd sooner just eat normal frog. Like this craving again? Oh, well, I'm curious, that's all. I'd offer to get you all the frogs you can eat, but you know, there's a freaking murderer on the loose. I'm so scared I can't even sleep right anymore. I have to accompany the Holy Jumanji sword whenever she needs to use the facilities. What is that sword even doing in the bathroom? Well, I'm all done eating, so I'm ready when you are. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm almost done. Starting today, we'd be spending our days in groups. Today I was in a group with Darumi, Ima, and Kako. So what do we do now? I want to make dynamite so I can throw it at the invaders. No wait, if there's an accident, you'll blow up the whole school. But then the killer might die too, although I guess we won't be around to find out. That's not how I want the story to end. If we're going to make something, let's choose something else. An ending where we all explode and die sounds pretty happy to me. It's so hard living with an unconventional perspective in this world. We made sure we were ready and split up to get to work. My group headed to the metal shop to try to make some kind of weapon just in case we needed it. I know we said we wanted to make a weapon, but what kind? We're not going to make anything too impressive. How about a trap for the killer? We could lay out super sticky tape. Fly tape for murderers. You're a visionary, sister dearest. 10 out of 10. I'll help you so we can make a bunch. I want to make something too. Is there something that would let me cheat? Okay, what am I going to make? I looked at the clock. It was 2 in the afternoon. I have plenty of time. Maybe I'll check out a weapon reference book. Suddenly I couldn't sense anyone in the room with me. I looked around and sure enough, there was nobody here. Oh, where did everyone go? The clock read 3:30 p.m. I guess I was so absorbed in my books I didn't notice. I wish they said something if they were going to leave. After I told them we need to travel in groups for safety too. I have to get back to Ima and the others, but just as I stood up to leave... Hagumi? What are you doing here? Oh, what are you talking about? Where did you guys go anyways? What? Did someone interpret for me? I'm too dumb to keep up. I don't understand it either. Detective Kaku, now's your chance to shine. Takumi under what mitosis? Stop talking to me like I'm some kind of amoeba. I've been here the whole time. I doubt it. We just saw you going up the stairs. Huh? Is this some kind of joke? The shock that the killer reappearing scramble your brains? The killer, don't tell me they showed up again. Are you being serious right now? We just talked about this. Huh? While you were gone, there was a huge commotion because the killer showed up again. We tried to catch them, but they got away. Everyone's still searching as we speak. We just talked to you. You don't remember? You told us you were in danger because the killer was around again, but you went off on your own. Well, Swan, just talk to me, went off on my own. None of it made any sense. I was so confused I couldn't even speak. He's broken, just like my dad. Once people lose their minds, they start lying. They forget anything that doesn't suit their narrative. Let's say for the sake of argument, you can instantly teleport somewhere. How could you forget about the killer? Wait, what are you talking about? Explain it to me like I'm 5. Even after they explained it again, there was no new information. They just repeated the exact same story. I couldn't make heads or tails of it. It was like I was having some kind of illogical nightmare. Mr. Smino, you must be tired. That's not surprising. You haven't been looking very good lately. We're going to keep searching as a group, but don't push yourself too much, okay? What the hell's going on? Is everyone losing their minds? Am I losing my mind? And then I joined the search for the killer, even though I didn't fully understand what was going on. We never found them, and the day came to an anticlimactic end. I awoke after suddenly experiencing a strange sensation. It was still early to get up, but I did so anyways. Something's not right. Plagued by that indescribable feeling, I quietly pushed aside the fabric portion and left my sleeping area. I could hear everyone else breathing in their sleep. At first glance, that seemed off, but it hit me as I was looking around. The smell. The horrible smell of something burning pricked at me inside my nose. Then white flames of sleep drifted by me. I quickly ran towards the smell. The flames were billowing vigorously from the vaulting box in the gym. Fire! Everyone run! Fire! Fire detected. Fire has been detected in the gym. Destroying fire shutters. Please evacuate immediately. Repeat. A fire. Fire. So pretty. I love it when everything is miserable and hopeless like this. Everything's burning. We're all gonna die. Calm down. When things are stressful, you must take deep breaths. Carbon monoxide inhalation will just kill us faster. Sister dearest, we have to run. I'll carry you on my back. Quick. I can run on my own. You have to get out too, brother dearest. I can't even find a fire extinguisher. We're just gonna have to abandon the gym. Damn it, the smoke's starting to block. Everyone go outside now. Should be safe out here. I ran out top speed out of the gym and found myself on the second floor. I was thankful to be alive, but since I got out before the flame spread, I couldn't believe this was happening. Everyone managed to get out in time, right? I started to head back when... Oh, I thought I heard someone. A while it took me out of here. Thank goodness, it seems like you got out okay. Someone must have started the fire, you know. What? The fountain box was burning, right? No way that happened spontaneously. Was it a killer? Was it? It's not possible. More importantly, we need to get out of here. But the day before yesterday... It's not, it's a killer. Oh my god, for real, talk about a rare pole. There was even a special animation. Why now? When we get up here, run. No, we're not gonna fight them. I bet they drop tons of EXP. We're not ready. We can't take them on by ourselves. I'll distract them. You get out of here. Oh, motherfucker is fast. No, not really. He's like the same speed as normal. Good to me. Get out of here. Takumi, you're my hero. Yo ho ho. Did I lose him? Relentlessly pursued by a killer, I fled to the roof. There were no signs of them giving chase anymore. I left out a sigh of relief and slumped down. My legs feel like gelatin. More importantly, I wonder if the others are okay. First the fire, now the killer. I was worried about how my friends were holding up. Maybe we should just head back right away, but what if the killer's waiting for me? I guess I should just hunker down until morning. Everyone, please stay safe. Morning, when did I drift off? Realized I'd fallen asleep, curled up in the corner of my room. I had to find everyone. I want to see what happened to the gym. This is horrible. Fire had been put out relatively quickly thanks to the automatic fire suppression system. Everywhere I looked, the place was badly burnt, blackened to the point it was unrecognizable. If I hadn't noticed when I did, I'm sure we all would have died. And the terrifying thought sent a shiver running down my spine. But why did the fire start at the vaulting box? Jeremy's right, someone must have set that. If the killer did it, then when? I sleep and thought when. Took me, I finally found you. Tsubasa, thank goodness you're alright. I'm just going to look for everyone. Come with me, I'll explain later. Huh? Did something happen? Tsubasa didn't say anything else. I followed her as I directed until we arrived at the leisure lounge. Jerumi's dead. No one was smiling, they were just silently staring at the boy. I was ready to tell them how relieved I was to see that everyone was okay, but words escaped me when I saw what everyone was looking at. There's a body floating face down in bright red water. It's covered in slashes, the flesh split open with deep wounds. Jerumi. We just found her, but we were going to take her to the royal medic, but she's in water, she's lost too much blood. We won't be able to bring her back. I noticed the life count had gone down in the morning, so we all went looking for you two. We managed to meet up after we ran out of the gym, but Darumi and you were the only ones missing. That's right, Darumi was with me until a few hours ago. But then the killer showed up, and I told her to run someone safe, but how? What happened after the fire? Well... Alright, I understand. So you and Darumi ran into the killer and split off in an attempt to escape. The killer was chasing me. Darumi was going to use that opportunity to hide. Hey, look at me. You're not the one behind this all, are you? Excuse me, of course I'm not. Both you and Kura and Darumi got killed while they were alone with you. Are you pinning on some crazy killer when it was actually you all along? Stop, Gaki. You can't point fingers like that without proof. Understand how he feels. We've looked so hard for this killer. Haven't found so much as a single clue. Don't tell me you think it was me too. No, Sister Dearest and I can prove your alibi after all. Oh, how's that? Actually, we saw the killer too. Wait, really? After we fled the gym, we were walking down the hall together. Then we heard the sound of a power saw. We hid in a nearby classroom. Then we peeked outside. We saw Tsukumi and Darumi running away for the killer. I wanted to go help them, but my dear brother stopped me. My dear sister twisted her ankle when we were running for the fire, so we decided to stay hidden. Sorry. No, I get it. What happened after? We left the classroom and met up with everyone else. And then Tsubasa noticed the life sign count has gone down by 1. The device ran 10 instead of 11. You two were the only ones not with us, so we panicked and split up to look for you two. This is my first time hearing that the twins saw the killer too. Terribly sorry, we just never had a moment to tell you. The point is, Mr. Sumino's alibi checks out. Thanks, I appreciate you vouching for me. No, they're not, Kyoshika. The real killer's still out there. She's right. The organic life detection device is still reading one too many people. They have to be hiding in the school somewhere. I can't take this anymore. They're just killing us off. There's nothing we can do about it. This blows. Stop yelling. I've been trying to put on a brave face too, but I can't do it anymore. I feel like shit. I feel like I'm going insane. What do we do, Holy Michibanji Sword? I'm scared of the killer. You hold yourself. Defeatist attitudes are contagious, but we just keep losing people. It's too much. Everyone's reaching their limit. Understandably so. Maybe I'm going crazy too. The dam was starting to burst with all the terror we were feeling. It made sense. In a situation like this, normalcy would be out of place. Let's get the room out of there. We need to put her in the morgue. We decided we'd sleep together in the rec room for that day onwards. Before we knew it was nighttime. We fell asleep, huddled together. I was holding my breath out of fear that the killer might come for us. As I woke up in the morning, an announcement and dull pain shut me in the back. My whole body hurt so much. Our bedding burned up in the gym, so I slept here with nothing but a blanket. I looked around and saw that everyone else was starting to wake up too. Morning, I had a bad dream. Me too. I dreamt I ate a lot of sponge because I thought it was a big coquette. Even in my dreams, I have rotten luck. I had a dream that holy Jumanji sword turned into some kind of cannon. What was it called? Neo Strong Arm Neo Strong Jet Clone Arm Cycle? Neil Armstrong Jet Cyclone Cannon. Everyone seemed to have calmed down overnight, but their exhaustion was palpable. They were probably barely keeping it together. We're not going to get any quality sleep huddled together like this. It's going to make us more tired. We need to do something about the bedding. Let's make a proper set with a gift-o-matic today. Okay, I go to the gym. I want to look into the root cause of the fire. Then I'll go with you. If we get 2 more people to join us, I want to go. Investigation requires legwork. If my dear sister's going, then so am I. Okay, then we'll go look at the gym. If the rest of you don't mind setting things up here. Solid things up here. Yeah, of course, we got this. After eating, we split into 2 groups and set off to do our tasks. Inside the gym, the stench of fire was still filled the air. We held our noses to avoid breathing in it. Well, everything's burnt to a crisp, including all our stuff. This is obvious, but the fire originated from the vaulting box, which is the place most damaged. That's scorch marks, they're not natural. I have to assume that someone did it intentionally. Intentionally how? Here, and look, I knew it. Subasa picked up something square-shaped out of a burnt wreckage. It's burnt, so there was no identifying marks on it, but this is probably a timed incendiary device that was inside the vaulting box. An incendiary device. The killer planted it in advance and started a fire when we were all sleeping. Exactly. The reason the fire looked so intense because they loaded it with fuel. When did they have time to plant this? Was it there for a while? I'm not so sure. What? Sister Dearest, what is it? Oh, I was just thinking. Are your master detective's senses tingling? You must tell me. It's not exactly clear to me yet, so I'll tell you later. For now, let's sweep the gym. We might find something. Watch that. We didn't find any additional clues. However, deep inside the piles of ashes center, I found the diary I discovered in the library. Miraculously, it wasn't even cinched. I'd forgotten all about it since I assumed it was a work of fiction. I decided to bring it with me. And so day 81 passed in no time at all. Phew, I got some good shut-eye last night. Thanks to the new bedding, I woke up refreshed this morning. Once I've washed up, I'll go to the cafeteria. We were all sitting at the dinner table with our numbers decreased yet again. The cafeteria was unnaturally quiet. There's only 9 of us now. There wasn't even time to mourn the past anymore. The only thing on our minds was getting through one day at a time. Sorry, I'm sleepy. Mr. Samino, what are your plans for the day? Well, I'll try to make a trap for the killer or some kind of weapon. I read all those books the other day and don't have anything to show for it. Takumi, you really started making something in the metal shop? Huh? What are you talking about? When the 4 of us went to the metal shop together, don't you remember? I only remembered yesterday after my dear sister mentioned it. Plain dumb won't get you anywhere. In the hands of a famed detective, Kako Tsukumu, your secrets will all be laid bare. Wait a moment, hold on. We're talking about it. You sure you don't have me mixed up with someone else? The 4 of us had gone to the metal shop on day 78. That much was true. I'd been perusing reference books in search of something to make, and then I suddenly found myself all alone. Even the others reappeared just as suddenly, and they told me the killer had been spotted, and so then I never got to make anything. But I don't know what you're talking about. I never made anything. I spoke firmly and clearly. Kako and Ima shared mystified looks. Message received. Maybe we misunderstood something. We'll be taking off if you don't mind. Sister Dearest and I have something we need to do today. Hey. After arbitrarily deciding that our conversation was over, the 2 of them left the cafeteria. Seriously, what was that about? Come to think of it, when that happened, they were saying all kinds of nonsense, like me being able to instantly teleport. Did they suspect me? But that can't be. They're the ones who backed my alibi. Everyone's jumping at shadows because of the killer, not what you want to see. After letting out a heavy sigh, I gathered myself and decided to get to work. Today, I'm with Yugumu Kiyoshuka. No, I can craft stuff. Wait, I haven't seen what Yugumi says. Fatigue is on everyone's faces, but who can blame us, right? And she's going to talk. Truth be told, we are in dire straits. Different logs. That's not bad, honestly. Well then, good night. We survived another day. Life sign reading was still 10. Was the killer hiding somewhere? I've been thinking about the killer, more about the killer than our war with invaders as of late. But who could blame me? I was on edge 24/7, worrying about when the killer might show up next. I guess I'll sleep until it's time to go on lookout. Okay, what should I do? Good morning, Mr. Samino. Do you have your plans figured out for the day? No, I was just thinking about what I should do. How about you? I was hoping to run some tests on the prototype killer trap I made with my dear brother. Oh, you mean the murder fly tape you guys were talking about before? But of course, it's an outstanding development created by brother and sister. Sister Dearest, you should get a Nobel Prize. So they really made it when they pulled that off. We were hoping you could help us, Takumi. We wanted to test its durability. I don't mind, but that's how the three of us will team up today. At Ima and Kako's request, the three of us ended up working together in the afternoon. The construction is very simple, but it might be able to catch them at night. Or in places with low visibility. Isn't it dangerous to have this lying around? What if it accidentally snags one of us? That's the problem. We want to see for ourselves, so we're going to have you pretend to be the killer. Me the killer? That's isn't going to get me covered in glue, is it? We have other sheets made with different viscosities of adhesive that we made in the bio lab. We'll go get them, so wait here a second if you don't mind. I'll come with you. Just stay here and look at the sheet here. And we wouldn't want anyone else to get stuck on it. We'll be right back, so keep an eye on it. Only none of us left. Those thoughts involuntarily rose to the surface. I stood and stared at the locker, expressionless. Suddenly hit me that Ima and Kako has been gone for quite a while. It's taking too long. What happened to those two? Maybe they had some kind of trouble that was slowing them down. They said they were going to the bio lab, right? I'll go check. Huh? Where did Ima and Kako? I was just about to ask where they gone when I stopped in my tracks. An unpleasant stench pricked my nose. Don't tell me. I stepped into the bio lab. Ah, the dead bodies splayed out before me were definitely Ima and Kako. The two of them were huddled together in an area of red blood. The bodies covered in slashes. I have to revive them. I reached out to grab them, but I couldn't get a grip. The blood kept making my... I need to get someone else. They lost their cryptoglobin. There was no time to save them. I can only remember fragments of what happened after. I want to get everyone else, trying not to slip on the blood. Everyone was shocked to see their friends covered in so much blood. There was a lot of screaming. No, Ima, Kako. More casualties. How shameful that I couldn't save them. Oh, again, why is this happening? Takumi, I thought you were with them. How did this happen, man? Blaming him won't do us any good. We just need to try and come up with a way to prevent further harm. Spoilers, we're not just going to come up with distracted. We're just stuck here waiting to get murked. Damn it. Kaku, stop. Hitting stuff won't solve anything. Let's try to get them to the morgue. I can't bear to see them like this any longer. Ready, soldiers? Time to hit the hay. Well then, good night. The day gone. Brought Ima and Kako's bodies to the morgue, and before we knew it, it was night. Maybe it was the mental exhaustion. But everyone went to sleep before the nighttime announcement. Time for me to stand watch. I changed into my class armor, grabbed a blanket and weapon to defend myself, and then headed to my post. Are you on lookout tonight, Shizuhara? I'm staying in for Ima. Oh, sorry, that was insensitive of me. Fuku and I sat beside each other in silence. Aren't you scared? Not again. Hiroku was the first to break the silence. Everyone's terrified, worried they're going to be the next to die. Yes, I'm scared. Not of dying, of course, of everyone else getting killed. I came back to the past to redo everything, to save everyone, but now this is happening. What am I supposed to do? If I died, maybe I'd be free of this nightmare. That doesn't sound too bad. Takumi, sorry, that's awful. Saying stuff like that isn't going to help anyone's anxiety. You don't have to put on a brave face. I'm the only one here. Thanks, that's nice of you. I let out everything I've been keeping up, locked inside. As if I was talking to myself, my anxiety, my sadness, my rage. Hiruko listened to all the feelings I've been keeping to myself in silence, and the night went by, slowly and quietly. Day 84, what do I do today? I'm pretty sure I'm with Tsubasa and Nozomi today. Sorry, but I don't feel like talking to anyone right now. Fair enough. Fair enough. No changes today, I guess. Lifetime total is still at 8. We still haven't found the killer yet. We were all wondering how long the standstill would continue. Little do we know, a change was coming soon. I don't like that. Everyone's already up. I should go for breakfast. Here I am in the cafeteria, but there's nothing I want to eat. I should have been hungry, but even with food in front of me, I couldn't work up an appetite. I guess I'll just force down some pudding or something. I stood up to do exactly that, only to find Kiyoshika standing in front of the refrigerator with a dumbfounded look on her face. What's up, Kiyoshika? You look like a deer caught in headlights. My beans are gone. Huh? My red beans. I put them up in a container, but they've completely vanished. I was looking so forward to making a sweet bean paste. Did you say something about a deer? Did a deer eat my beans? Calm down. You'd be surprised at how often it turns out that what you're looking for is just hiding behind something else. Hey, the food's all gone. Huh? What? We're completely stocked up. Did someone hungry little rascal sneak in for a midnight snack? Don't look at me. I didn't do it. Not this time, at least. And who? Nobody would do this except you, Gaku. No faith in me at all, huh? That would mean the culprit is someone not here with us. What's the current lifetime count? 8. Don't tell me. A deer flashes headlights into the fridge and took my special beans. Okay, Kiyoshika, let's be quiet for a second, okay? So the killer stole our food. We failed to consider that if the killer's hiding the score, they need to procure food. Maybe if we stand lookout here, they'll be able to catch the killer next time they come to the cafeteria. Nice idea. No reason to be scared if we could all jump on them together. Let's do it. I don't know if it'll be that easy, but it seems worth a shot. Let's stake out tonight with our weapons. How about it, Takumi? Yeah, we better act fast. Let's go for it right after midnight. And I'll put out some of the food from the pantry in the refrigerator as bait. Okay, everyone's positions. We had split into 2 groups, both hiding in the cafeteria. I was muffling my breathing, hiding under the table with Tsubasa and Hiruko. Who knows how much time passed, all without anything happening. Maybe they won't come tonight. I should desperately try to hold back a yawn when... What was that? We looked at each other when the sound echoed in the cafeteria. Over there. I looked where Tsubasa was pointing, and sure enough, there was a figure in front of the fridge. They opened the fridge door and furiously began to scavenge for food. That's a killer. They weren't wearing their usual black suit. Maybe they were only out for food. They were so focused on the food, they didn't seem to notice that at all. Now's a chance. Go. We caught you, murderous Blackfield. Yosh, ow, let me go. Don't let them get away. Hold them down. I'll turn on the lights. Eep. Huh? Your eyes are wide as shockers, took in the unexpected appearance of our killer. Invader, what are you doing here? Please do not kill me, please. Enough of your nonsense. We shall avenge our fallen comrades. Hold on, that thing has a weird device on it. Sure, what is that? Wait, don't touch it. Now, if you remove that, the moment Gaku removed the device, we begin to hear a strange electronic sound. What's that sound? Does it come from inside the invader? Everyone stand back. Wait, Hiruko. Holy crap, it exploded. The invader soared into the sky and blew up spectacularly, disintegrating into ash and detritus. Phew, just in time. Hiruko let a sign of relief as she swept bits of the invader raining down from the sky out of her way. What just happened? It was all so sudden. I couldn't make any sense of it. I got a bad feeling when I heard that sound. Looks like I was right. Wow, your instincts really saved us, Hiruko. Thank you. Oh, it's nothing. More poorly possible. What's the organic life count? Oh, right. It's 7 now. That thing was our one extra. No freaking way. The killer's gone. Is it really over? Despite everyone's joy, something that was bothering me. What's wrong? This feels a little too convenient for me. Was that thing really the killer? Now that you mention it, the person in the black suit and that invader are totally different shapes and sizes. Yeah, even without the power cell, when we grabbed that thing, it still felt weaker than I imagined. Did you think so too, Miruku? I don't really remember. Hold your horses. You mean that wasn't the killer? But life sign count went down to 7. That's how many there are now. I think it's true that the invader count was being counted by the organic life count device. The number went down after it exploded. After all, that adds up. So what are we concluding exactly? I considered the possibility, but there's no way. So the killer might be one of us. So that's how it is. Wait, you're right. You're kidding. Don't play with me, man. You mean there's a traitor among us? Calm down. We don't know if that's true for sure. We don't know that's not true either. I'm not sleeping with a killer. I'm going back to my room. Wait, say just to be alone. We need to stick together. Oh, my words fell on deaf ears. Don't anyone come into my room. If you do, I'll freaking kill you. Self-defense. I want to sleep in my own room starting today too. I'll take a look at the remains from the explosion. Maybe the invader really is the killer. Holy Shimoji Sword, you're the only one I can trust around here. This is our only choice for now. Good night. So what the fuck is that invader? That time already, huh? It's been a while since the last time I spent the night in this room. After we went our separate ways last night, I couldn't sleep a wink, and then nothing else happened, but the vibe between all of us had changed. Maybe the killer really is one of us. I guess I'll head over to the cafeteria. There's bound to be somebody there. What should I do today? It doesn't seem like there's going to be much teamwork. I almost aimlessly walked the schoolyard looking up at the sky. The blue sky filled my vision, a comfortable breeze grazed my cheeks, and yet inside my head was anything but refreshing and idyllic. We can't keep going like this. We have to fight the invaders. I was slumped down, murmuring to myself when I felt a strange presence behind me. I quickly rolled around, only to see something that made me doubt my eyes. What? How? You Earthlings truly do resemble us in some ways. You appear to be the commander here. Out on your own without any of the soldiers. Unimpressive. This man is a commander, but how? I thought we beat them all. Who is this guy? What happened to the others? What's even happening? I was overwhelmed with the confusion. So can we get away from him? How do you get on the premises with the loud sounding? Along, what are you talking about? Don't tell me you went straight through the wall firing. Are you alone? Usually commanders bring armies. I don't like them. They go against my principles. That woman is deranged for using them in battle. The woman ordered me to destroy this place. Hiroku, quickly go tell everyone we're under attack. Very well. No need to rush. I don't want to know all of you here. Now prepare for battle. All will be understood when we cross weapons. Let's do it, everyone. It's time for another battle. Sheesh, if we have to. Sir Takumi, give us orders. You got it. Defensive battle, initiate. So I'm pretty sure there's 2 Takumis. Or maybe Takumi is just parasited. No, there's 2 Takumis for sure. One is the parasite one. One is the, normal one. That's my grasp of the situation. Not bad, as expected from the slaughterers of this planet's heroes. Alright, what a powerful foe. It's so hard to counter his moves. His attacks are certainly formidable, but our attacks hardly do anything to him. It seems like this may be his ability. That might be what got him through the wall of fire. We can't give up now. Keep going, everyone. Damn it, I hate work without pay. Let's make this quick. So that's what you're all about. Huh? He de-transformed. Why? Hold on. Doesn't this give us an opening? We can get him now. No, hold on. Dude? What's the matter? I wasn't sure myself. I was so overwhelmed. As a mere ordinary human, I couldn't help but be cowed by the dignified conduct of this line of a man standing before us. Understand you now. You seem a bit different from the wicked and cruel invaders I was told about. I want to hear it straight from the source. What are you fighting for? Why are you asking that? Come back from death after death to fight again. Do you live solely to fight in this war? That would make you no different from those abominable combat organisms created by the one. Are you comparing us to the cannon fodder? Okay. We do, we'll all be killed when we. I doubt VXs will let us live. And shouldn't you simply accept death? Stop messing with us. We're not going to give up on life. We swore we'd all survive this. That's what pulled us out of there is despair. That's why we... Yeah, and then he kills him. Red to black. My whole world was enveloped in darkness. Finally, I could think again. How much time has gone by? My head ached as if it was being bludgeoned by a blunt instrument, and instantly drawn out agony suffocated me, and then suddenly eased off. Suddenly I was awake in a familiar place, my room. Takumi, thank goodness you're awake. Are you okay? Yeah, what's going on? What happened to me? Well, the commander suddenly lopped off your head. Of course, we brought you back away with a revive-matic, but you weren't waking up, so we carried you back to bed. What happened to the Dalexia guy? How did the battle go after I was gone? After he killed you, he just left. He said he'd be back soon. What do you mean? I have no idea, but I can tell you what he said before he left. According to Nozomi, Dalexia was the father of the Squad 1 commander, Mavram. He wasn't looking to avenge his son, and everyone sensed some friction between him and VXs. I see, how's everyone else doing? Because he's such a strong enemy? We realized we need to come together with a plan or we'll be in trouble, but the others are still scared that the killer may be one of us. Everyone's so tense that we're not getting anywhere. Right. I don't know if they'll hear me out, but I'll try to get through to them. Thanks, we won't survive this if we don't cooperate. I'm scared Nozomi, the killer might be hiding somewhere nearby. Sure, I'm scared, but I don't want us to separate my friends. I won't believe that killer is one of us. It'll be easier to doubt than to trust, but we don't know anything for sure. Nozomi looks so much like Kurua to me in that moment. I'm sure Kurua would have said the same thing in a situation like this. Alright, Tsubasa said she had something to report to everyone. Now that you're awake, we should meet with them all in the cafeteria. Let's go. You're awake. It's a little worried. I know things are bad, but it's not like we know for sure you're not the killers, so... It wasn't just Gaku. I could feel an air of awkwardness hanging over everyone, but I'm still happy that everyone came to see me now that I've been recovered. Good, your head is back where it belongs. Somehow being beheaded is not great. It really hurts, actually. You can learn to love it. Want to give it another shot? I'll be happy to help. I'll pass, thanks. More importantly, Tsubasa said she had something to report. Alright, I ran some analysis on the thieving invader from earlier. First of all, the device it had on it was a jammer. A jammer? That's a device meant to interfere with electrical signals. It's used to trample transmissions, radio waves, and the like. Why would an invader need something like that? I'll try to explain. I found a recording device in the remains of the invader. The recording device was anything on it. It had everything from voice data to activity logs. I think it was forcefully implanted to the little guy to monitor us. It's amazing the device was used still intact. If the host was rigged to explode, you'd think they'd also be designed to automatically erase all the data. The signal from the jammer worked a little too well and ended up potentially jamming the signal on the remote destination device, so the bomb only partially detonated. Normally it would have been completely blown to smithereens, but the explosion was unusually diminished. So that's how some parts survived. So I examined the data and learned a few things. Just like how long the invader had been at the school. It came here during the defensive battle on day 21. It didn't want to fight, so it ran away from its unit and hid in the school ever since then. It was hiding on here since day 21. That thing has a real talent as a shinobi. The invaders wouldn't just let it run away scot-free. Deserters are usually punished harshly. I mean, all matters of torture. Punishment and discipline, right? What's the difference between any of those? It was the invader exploded because the bomb used to execute deserters was activated, but... The reason it was managed to hide out for more than 60 days is because of the jammer. With that thing, it was able to avoid being tracked and blown up by a commander. I see, so it came prepared. But when we found it, Gaku pulled off the jammer and the bomb inside of it went off. So what's happened? Does that mean when we heard sounds coming from the school that one night, that was invaders too? If we talk about day 43, then yes, it was all over the activity logs. That's the day Mocha was killed. So the invader was just moving around on the night of day 43? I checked the recording data, but that's many times of the killings, but it doesn't add up. Oh, that's all for my report. I was hoping to find some information that might give us a clue about the killer, but now it's clear that the invader was innocent, which means one of us is a freaking murderer. The mystery is solved. No, it's not even close. Joan, it's just a waste of energy. It's not like you're going to inspire the killer to reveal themselves. Shut up, we're all going to get killed here and you're lecturing me. Wait, hold on, is it you? Stop it, Gaku, we're not going to solve this by blindly pointing fingers. So what do we do about Dalexia? We're going to have to figure something out between us. We can't just ignore him. Then we should all stay here, right? The killer kid strike if we're all together. Let's do it. Any objections, Gaku? Whatever, fine. I don't want to think about it anything more. My entire body was exhausted. I couldn't even bring myself to move. Gradually, my eyelids grew heavy. Just before I went to sleep, I could have sworn I saw a flickering flame in the bottom right of my eye. Huh? Cautiously, I sat in bed and waited to see what happened next. It rained again. Maybe it's an emergency. Something might have happened, but I should keep my guard up. Bossa, what's up? Sorry, I know it's late. I probably woke you up. Don't worry about it. Did something happen? Well, actually, I've been analyzing the remains of the invader for a while now. I think it's missing. Something from the shape of its hole. It's probably some external source, like a memory card or something. Exactly. It might have gotten dislodged and blown away during the explosion. I thought about waiting until tomorrow, but I think sooner to find it, the better. So you came to ask me, you want me to search for this thing with you? Yeah, if you don't mind, that is. Not at all, but I'm not a killer, you know. Me neither, but neither of us can prove ourselves innocent. It's okay, I'm prepared to kill you if things go off the rail. That makes me feel so much better. Anyways, I'll get ready. I'm stating the obvious, but it's really dark out here. I brought some flashlights. We're going to have to sweep this area. Sabasa shined a flashlight on the ground and stopped over. I did the same looking at the ground. This seems pretty inefficient. Yeah, it's been 3 days since the explosion too. I'm pretty sure this is where it happened. There's something on the ground here. Hey, let me see it. She took the thing from me and began to examine it. Good job, Takumi. This is the external storage device I was looking for. For real, I thought it'd take longer. I'm going to analyze the data on this too. Can't wait to see what's on it. If they felt the need to blow up the invaders to keep it away from us, there must have been some secret intel on it. Let's head back. On the way back, at the edge of the courtyard, Tsubasa suddenly stopped and peered into my face. So who do you think the killer is? Why are you bringing that voice, son? I just wanted to ask. Honestly, I have no idea. I feel like I might not even want to know. I'll be shocked no matter who it turns out to be. Same here, but whoever it is, they can't keep getting away with it. Yeah, I think we can agree on that. Wouldn't it be crazy if the killer really showed themselves when it happened? Eek. Tsubasa, run this way. Yeah, Sabasa's probably dead here. Oh, I see how it is. If it gets too far, it re-triggers. Probably. Just how long are they going to chase us? We ran furiously as hard as we could, but the killer didn't let him. The river was just past these stairs. There's nowhere to run after this. We can't let them get to us. I have to do something. They tumbled down the stairs and fell into a heap at the bottom. Okay, now's a chance to finally capture them. They screamed in agony, but paralysis must have been setting in, because they made no effort to resist. Finally got you, so just give up. Tsubasa, Takumi, what happened? I heard a really loud noise in there. Is that the killer? Did we finally catch them? I'll explain everything later. Give me a hand here. That's what killed our friends, damn it. Let me at them. Let me get their mask off first. Ready? Okay, I placed my hand on the killer helmet and slowly pulled it off. Yugumu. Peeled off the suit Yugumu was wearing and brought him to the rec room. He was limp, breathing shallowly, but his expression seemed obsessive and had traces of a grin. He stood around Yugumu as he recovered from his paralysis enough to talk. He kept his cool throughout the meeting, maintaining the same composure he always did. I can hardly believe this was your doing, sir, Yugumu. I may have broken the rational bread with you, but I have no sympathy to spare. I shall avenge my fallen comrades. The holy Jumanji sword shall have your head. Calm down, Kiyosaki. We can't jump to straight behanded. Why do you do this? What possible reasons could you have had? Say something, Yugo. I know you're not hurt that bad. Sorry, just apologies. I'm just trying to figure out where to start. Let me lead by saying I haven't killed anyone. Huh? Are you playing games, dude? What kind of idiot would believe that? That's right. That's true. Why are you dressed like that? Why do you have power saw? Let me start from the beginning. I'll explain everything. Still hear me out. Fine, we'll listen, but you're on thin ice. The killer first appeared on day 16. Maybe it's already day 17. It was late at night in the biolab. So Kami said he saw Hiroku getting cornered by the killer. That's right. Then we got into a struggle. And then they got away, but I managed to recover the weapon in the suit. I was with Gaku and Kiyoshika during that time. Huh? You were? I was right there in the rec room on the night of day 16. You and Gaku invited me. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What were the three of you doing late at night? Gaku said he found an adult video in the storeroom and wanted to have a watch party. Don't be switched on me, dude. It turns out it was just footage of cute critters, not an adult video, but an animal video. They were precious little fur balls, although Sir Gaku seemed very disappointed. Okay, can we just move on with the story? It was I was here in the rec room. We had headphones on, so we didn't notice any noise. That's right, guys. There's more. The next time the killer appeared was day 25, when Eva was killed inside her cage. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. After seeing her dead body, the murderous impulse inside me started to resurface. I didn't remember exactly when I heard it, but something Yugama said in the cafeteria began to replay in my head. But I can't help it, man. Ever since I saw her dismembered body, my passion's been at a fever pitch. And that's the kind of loving killing I've been craving all my life. Not being able to do it myself has got me climbing the walls. I can't keep going like this. If you can't help me out, I might really have to kill someone. Right with overwhelming lust to try to find an outlet for my feverish mania. I believe it was on day 38 when I found my solution, just when I was about to kill Gaku. What, you were seriously going to kill me? Yeah, I was seconds away from going through with it. I had a lot of pent-up bloodlust, but the moment I saw the fear of death in his eyes, I noticed my dark desire was temporarily sated. These guys are free. Now I think about it, you mentioned this in a conversation we had with Ima. After what happened with Gaku, I finally figured out a way to suppress them better. I don't have to actually kill someone, I just have to see the look of despair when they stare death in the face. It's not exactly a long-term solution, though, more like a coping mechanism. My only problem is no one seems to want to show me their seconds before death face. About day 43 when Moko was killed, what were you doing then? I was in my room, I couldn't sleep because of that bloodlust festering deep inside me. Then I heard Nozomi shrieks and the sound of glass breaking, so I went to see what was going on. When I did, I found the killer suit and power saw at the bottom of the pool. Huh? The stuff missing from the locker was in the pool? Why? So you must have stolen it, correct? No, I didn't know the combination. Right, you weren't even in the room when Togumi said the code. Well, I was being chased by the killer the day Moko was killed. They had me cornered by the pool, so I shoved them aside and got out. But maybe when that happened, they fell in. I see, you might be right, but I wasn't concerned with the details. I had other things on my mind at the time, like taking the killer's things so I could dress up like them. Really, you're not telling us. You pretend to be the killer just so you could see the looks of despair and fulfill your desires. Sorry, but I just couldn't hold back the urges inside of me. But I really wasn't going to kill anyone. Just seeing your faces twisted up in despair was enough to satisfy me. Nothing you're saying makes any sense. What was your involvement in the murders of Takamaru, Kura, and Shoma? I had nothing to do with Takamaru's death on day 51, I swear it. The first day I dressed up as a killer was day 64, the day Kura was killed. We were on guard duty that night. You fell asleep, so I went with Kura to the bathroom. And since the two of you were going to leave, so I pretended to sleep. I figured it would give me a chance to enjoy the thrill of the chase. I quickly put on the suit, I hid into my room and chased you with the power saw. Oh, so you were the one chasing me in the hallway. That's right, I chased you like the killer would. Once I had you cornered in the front of the defense room, I finally got to see your terrified expression, filled with despair. What else was sated? Was it good for you as it was for me? Once I had my fill, I hid the suit and power saw in my room and went back to the gym. That's all I know. So you really do know nothing about Lady Kuro's death. Speak the truth or prepare to become rust on the blade of the holy Jumanji sword. Sorry, but I had nothing to do with her murder. I can't tell you anything. I had nothing to do with Shoma's death on day 77 either. Keep talking. What about Darumi on day 80 or the tents on day 83? When the fire started in the vaulting box, everyone scattered and ran away from the gym. I smelled an opportunity. You're kidding. You took advantage of the chaos to masquerade as the killer? Correct. I went back to my room, got the suit and power saw, and pretended to be the killer for a second time. I went inside and found Darumi and Takumi immediately. But I felt bad knowing it was my second time doing it to you. But you put on such a good performance the first time, I couldn't resist the chance to see you like that again. Halfway through the chase, I told Darumi to run. I lured the killer, you, and she chased me alone. I managed to lose you somehow, but then hid in my room until the next morning. But Darumi, I don't know what happened after Darumi got away. Once I lost sight of you, Takumi, I gave up and went back to my room, changed, and met up with everyone else. So Darumi was still alive at that point. I had nothing to do with Ima and Kaku either. I didn't do a thing to them. Is that everything? You're not hiding anything else, right? Skills honor. You might not believe me, but I really didn't kill anyone. You don't seriously think we're okay with what you did, do you? I'm fully aware I crossed the line, but I just couldn't help myself. The looks of terror and despair whenever I chased you, I needed them badly. That's why I kept this from you guys. No other reason, I promise. You say that, but I feel betrayed. I'm not going to be able to forgive you and move on that easily. I'll accept any punishment you want me to do. Torture me, whatever you need to do. But if it wasn't Sir Yugumu who killed our friends, then who's the real killer? I'm rather lost. What are you doing with Sir Yugumu? I think we're going to have to keep him separated from the group until we find the real killer. That should help with my little problem. How about we use that weird room on the first floor? We could lock it from the outside. Hey, mind if I take a power saw on the city he was hiding? I'll hide him somewhere where no one can find him. What's the proof that you're innocent? I don't have any, but the same goes for anyone else. Trust me, I know I'd be under suspicion if someone else gets attacked. Fine, you can deal with it, Gaku. We'll take care of Yugumu. Yeah, that's fine with me. Yugumu's going to be dead. Happy ending. Happiness started being an option a long time ago. Anyways, let's actually head over to the cafeteria. I need to give Yugumu some food too. The only people in the cafeteria are Nozomi, Hiroku, and Kyushika. Good morning, Takumi. Good morning, no sign of Tsubasa or Gaku. They might be holed up in their rooms out of paranoia. Maybe, but I hope not. We still haven't worked out the strategy for Galaxia. There's so much to think about that my brain feels like it's going to boil over. Neither of them were wearing their regular clothes, the same for me. We had a little discussion before going our separate ways yesterday. At the end of it, we decided to wear our class armor, or artificial class armor in Nozomi's case, all day from now on. If everything Yugumu told us was the truth, the killer was still out there somewhere. If they're not even showing up on the life sign signal, they might even be, So Tsubasa burst into the cafeteria, breathless and with a grim expression on her face. Tsubasa, what got you in such a hurry? I woke up and checked the life sign count. It's gone down to 6. Huh? The only ones missing were Gaku and Yugumu, which meant let's search the school. We'll start with the nearby rooms. Everyone stick together. Oh, Gaku's dead. So is Gaku. Inside the library, we found the blood-soaked remains of Gaku and Maruko. His body was sliced to ribbons. An unpleasant stitch of blood emanated from his mangled corpse. The revival medic. It's pointless. We're too late. If Gaku's killed, that means Yugumu is still alive. Let's make sure there's no sign he broke out of the room. We need to look for the power saw too. So Takumi, how are you so composed? Gaku's been killed. All the crying and screaming in the world couldn't bring him back, so there's no point. Are you being serious right now? I'm not trying to sound heartless. I just want it to be over. Let's take him to the morgue. Help me out. Wait, before we do that, look, they're here. This is a sign of struggle. The shelf is way out of position, and there are books on the ground. Someone must have moved it intentionally. Maybe Gaku bumped into him when he was finding the killer. There's multiple gouge marks on the back of the shelf. That's not natural. What do you mean? It's highly likely that Gaku hid the power saw and suit here. He must have gotten in a fight over them with the killer, resulting in those gouges. So, I see, so that's why he was killed here. And the power saw and the suit got taken again. Maybe someone here has them. You're suspecting us now. It wasn't me. Can you prove that your hands are clean before pointing fingers, Lady Tsubasa? Enough. Suspecting us serves no purpose. Hiroku and I lifted Gaku's body in silence. The others came to help soon after, but no one felt like talking. I survived another night, I guess. I let out a deep sigh after making sure my heart was still beating. It wouldn't surprise me if I was the next victim. If they just kill me too. I was taken back by the words that left my lips. What was I saying? I need to switch gears and I'll go to the cafeteria. It's just you, Shizuhara. Everyone's decided to eat in their rooms, well I figured this would happen. I assembled a light meal on a tray and sat in front of Hiruko. We were in silence. The only sound in the cafeteria was the quiet clatter of our dishes. Then Hiruko calmly looked me in the eyes. I've been killed many times actually, huh? Would it make more sense if I told you that I traveled through a different past, similar to how you time traveled from yours? Hold on, this is a lot out of nowhere. I remember everything about the past I saw, not that it's a pleasant memory. Is that what you've been hiding? The memories came back to me on day 3. I was killed, and then I remember what I said at the end, clear as day. You've been repeating the past and failing? I thought that by staying in the school, history would repeat itself. I want to stop that from happening, so I sprayed a warning on the blackboard. The threatening message. That's right, I wrote it. I want to tell you sooner. That's why I asked you to meet me here that night. The day Hiruko asked to see her, Nozomi wanted to talk to me that night too. But then Yugumu showed up, so I couldn't say anything. After that, I lost my nerve. I couldn't do it. You kept this to yourself all the time, but why only tell me? I blame my ego. Sorry. She seems like she's hurting. She'd been holding in by herself memories of a brutal series of events. After seeing vulnerability in Hiruko for the first time, I couldn't bring myself to push her any further. So there's 2 people. That's been strange. I guess the countdown will begin soon. We've got more problems than just invaders now. It's been another day of almost no progress. We still haven't solved our Doxia problem, and there are too many other things to worry about. I can't believe Hiruko time traveled too. I'm always a few steps behind. Before long, I fell asleep. Teamwork I've cultivated with my allies? Is that supposed to be satire? I guess I'll go to the cafeteria. Someone might be there. Barely so. Totally right. Just as I left my room, I could hear Kyushika and Tsubasa talking in the distance. Did something else happen? So it took me perfect timing. Can you come with us? Wait, where are we? Just hurry. The door. He came to bring Sir Yugumu his meal, but then, let's go in. We saw Yugumu lifeless, covered in blood, face down and lifeless. Yugumu, yeah, of course I expected as much, just like everyone before him. His body was sliced to ribbons. Hiruko and Nozomi, you're here. We were the first to hear about the news from Kyushika. You can probably tell, but he's lost all his cryptoglobin. We can't revive him. Let's get him to the morgue right away. I feel bad leaving him like this. Yugumu was just another casualty. I don't want to do anything. Laying lifelessly in bed, I suddenly realized it was long past bedtime. Invaders, humanity, whatever, I just want this to be over with. And there's he, standing in the corner of my room. Right, I guess it has been for you. What do you mean by that? I'm watching you all the time. I know what's happened, but you must not remember. I see. You have been watching us, but we haven't begun to see you. What do you need anyways? Do you find some kind of clue about the killer? Fortunately, even I'm not sure what's going on or why. Whatever happens, all I can do is watch over you, nothing more. Is that what you came here to tell me? I'm sorry I couldn't save you. With a sad look on his face, the undying flame boy abruptly vanished. What's up with him? Wrong cue. Invader alert. Damn it, I'm just gonna have to go. We have one strategy we could use. Remember the external storage device? I finished analyzing it. Luckily, the day survived and I was able to retrieve some confidential information. I learned a lot. Also, read the details, but I used that knowledge to produce a bio weapon. Once I understood the cell's weak points, I figured I should get to work on something. Nozomi helped me out. Then Nozomi, why? Because Tsubasa asked me to. It's not much, but I do have some experience with medical research. Can we pull it off with the small group we have now? We'll have to try. It's better than standing around getting killed. It's very much worth trying. Why didn't you say anything before? Because of the whole killer thing. I kept the info under wraps as a precaution. Thank you both so much. We just have to find a way to make it work. Let's go. Forget about everything else. Give it everything you got. It's time for a defensive battle.
偉大なる星の神よ。我に力を与え。
Here we go, everyone. We have to stop him. What is this? It worked. The poison worked. Let's all strike in unison. Wait, there's still gas lingering. We'll be hurt if we try to attack now. We'll finish shit after he clears. Let's take care of the enemies in the vicinity. It was poison gas? Incredible. I never would have guessed there was a poison that could work on me. I underestimated you. Everyone all together now. Who was right, you and I? Let's see what the answer is. So I lost. The time of destruction is upon me. I lost. I gave this battle everything I have. I have no regrets. A disgraceful end. Pitiful. The Exodus stamped on the commander's designated course with a sneer. Everyone prepare to attack. There's no rush. I don't intend to fight yet. I prepare an event, a ritual, if you will, to usher in my ascension to godhood. Our battle will take place then. What are you talking about? Be calm. The time is soon. Wait with bated breath so that you may behold my birth as the one true God. And what did hurts? I was resting in bed, recovering from our long, brutal battle. We managed to defeat Dog Seal somehow, but it's time to settle things with the Exodus getting closer. Our only option is to fight, I know that, but even if we beat the Exodus, manage to survive, what do we have left to live for? No, I have to stop thinking about this. My head is starting to hurt again. I'm sleepy too. Though that might be from all the fighting. It's too early to sleep, but I don't have any appetite either. I'll just rest here. Eventually, I passed out like a light. Join hands with my comments. There's only 5 minutes left. The pointless complaint left my mouth before I could stop. On top of it, my body still hurt. The exhaustion from yesterday's battle wasn't gone yet. I need to get up, otherwise the whole day will go by while I'm in bed. I should go see if there's anyone in the cafeteria. Is that? The moment I stepped out of my room, I saw Sebastian and Basomi and Kiriko. What were they looking at? I followed their gazes until... Huh? That's the door to Kiyoshika's room. Hey, Kiyoshika. I hurried into your room, already half suspecting what I might find inside. Oh, Kiyoshika's corpse was laid on the floor with a tormented expression, her body shredded like old others. Kiyoshika. The others followed me into the room, now stunned by the wretched scene before them. It's just like what happened with Yugo. The killer broke down the door with a power saw and killed her. Wouldn't we be able to hear someone breaking it down with the power saw now they mention it? I saw Kiyoshika in the cafeteria last night. We went back to the roof together, so I think she must have been killed after that. When was that exactly? I think it was around 9 p.m. when we met in the cafeteria. We had a late dinner because of the defensive battle. We got back to our rooms after 10 p.m. I went to sleep right away. Even if we were tired from the fight, the sound of a door being sawed down would have been fairly loud. Kiyoshika would have gotten up and ran if she heard it. The more I think about it, the less it adds up. Let's think about this later. For now, I'd rather we do something about the body. Yeah, you're right. Let's do it. Life count is down to 4, so there's so few of us left. It's sad, but I don't know what we should do. I can't think of anything to say. I'm too depressed myself to cheer anyone up. I'm just a big mess of confusion. By the way, what are you up to, Hiroku? I want to check on something. Is there something about it? Looks fine to me. I was curious about what's inside. So, can you lend me a hand? What do you need? We're going to find out what's in the water. All of you come to the biolab. No way. I knew it. What's it? We found sleep medicine in the water from the cooler. Sleep medicine? The slow-acting kind too. It takes time to kick in after being ingested. You mean the reason we didn't wake up last night was because we drank the drugged water someone laced in advance? So they went after Kiyoshika knowing the drug would keep us asleep? That explains why I was so unusually sleepy. It really will go to any lengths to kill us. Just let me remember what Darumi said. They're killing us one by one. Savoring each kill. No, it can't be them. I mean, what's wrong? Nothing. Sorry. Never mind. Five days left. I'll try to get through to it, even though I should probably just play this tomorrow because I'm sleepy as hell and I'm not really doing a good job reading what's going on in the game. I sat up upright and barely managed to drag my heavy body out of the bed. I should head to the cafeteria. Gotta make sure everyone's okay. When I got to the cafeteria, Hiroku was eating alone. Morning, Hiroku. Have you seen Tsubasa and Nozomi? Yeah, just now. Everyone's okay this morning. Looks good. Can't let my guard down, but at least I can rest easy for a minute. Oh, there's nothing I want to eat. This again, I'm feeling hungry, but nothing appeals to me. What's the matter? Oh, nothing big. I'm hungry, but I can't find anything I want to eat. I'm sure I'll go in time. I'll just have a protein shake or something. Come here, I want you to go somewhere with me. Huh? Right now? Follow me, if you trust me, that is. Hiroku brought me to our friend's resting place, the morgue. Before me were the remains of all the people who lost to the killer. This was the last place I wanted to be. Why would the Hiroku remain here? 11 people were killed by the killer, including the commander we took prisoner, but there's a clear difference between them. There is? It's hard to tell, but look closely at their wounds. What do you notice about their injuries? Well, they're sliced clean. They're pretty deep because of the parasol. Look here next. Oh, it's all chest. No. Come, take a good look and tell me what you see, huh? The wounds on this one are all messy stabs, right? The parasol isn't the killer's only weapon. What? These wounds were likely caused by a dagger or something similar. Or would they use different weapons? That's all I can tell you. You have to figure out the rest for yourself. Hey, Hiroku. With that, Hiroku turned and left the room. What does it all mean? Back in my room, I was thinking hard in bed. Something was bothering me. A dagger. I know I've seen something like that before. The killer in the diary had the same kind of weapon. I thought the diary was a work of fiction, or more accurately, that's what I wanted to believe. But it didn't seem like a mere coincidence. The killer from the diary exists in real life. Day 96. What time is it? I opened my heavy lids to look at the clock. It was just before noon. I should get ready. I wonder where Hiroku is. I want to continue our conversation from yesterday about the killer's weapons. She didn't seem to be in her room. Maybe I'll find her in the cafeteria. Huh? Hiroku, you scared me. I was just about to go looking for me. What for? There was our discussion yesterday. I wanted you to tell me what it means. I've thought about it, but I just can't get the pieces to come together. You figured it out, right? Fine, come with me. Hiroku took me to the classroom where she'd once written that threatening message. Do you remember when Yugumu got the student parasol? Pretty sure it was the day Moku was killed, 43. Right. Moku's wounds came from the parasol, which means Yugumu picked it after she was killed. The words after killing Moku, the killer lost his student weapon for whatever reason, but they had the opportunity to get them back. When do you think that could have been? After we caught him, Yukaku said he was going to hide them. The killer threatened Gaku into showing them where the parasol was hidden in the library. Then the two of them got into a scuffle and Gaku was killed. Basically, from day 43 to 89, the killer didn't have those items on them. The people killed during that time were Takamaru, Kurura, Shoman, Durumi, Ima, and Kaku. You saw the wounds on the body, right? They were all killed with something like a dagger because the killer didn't have the power saw. None of you noticed. You just thought Yugamo was a killer even though he was just impersonating him. When did you realize this? When we found Takamaru's body. Honestly, the wounds on his body weren't like Eva's and Moko's, but I couldn't say anything. Why not? Because that would mean the real killer and the person we saw in the suit were two different people. What's wrong with that? They were two different people. But sir, I couldn't tell you. Why not? Because everyone knew there was both a killer and an imposter that would ruin the alibis of anyone who said they saw the killer. Then they'd be a potential suspect, so I couldn't say anything. After that, I tried looking for her, but time just ticked away as I stared shamelessly. Was she covering for someone? That would mean she was trying to hide the true identity of the killer. But why would she do that? Was she connected to them somehow? Why? I have a bad feeling about this somehow. You're the killer, Takumi. It was day 97, new day was beginning, but there it was, lying in bed. How are we supposed to do it with just the four of us? We still have to 5vx this. And I gradually closed my eyes. What the heck? I suddenly woke up to the sound of my door being pounded. Takumi opened up Please Hut, Nozomi. And there she was, her face pale. What's it? Please come with me. Where? Something inside me but dread, but I can't run away. Tsubasa died. Tsubasa was face down, not breathing, her body covered in cuts. One glance at the profound quantity of blood was enough to tell me that we couldn't bring her back. Found her. The lights had been on in here for a while, so I took a look inside. All I did was find her. That's it. I knew none of us could provide our alibis. If the killer really is one of us, why don't we search all of our rooms? We should be able to find the murder weapon that way. Then we'll know who's really doing it. There's no guarantee they'll be hiding it in the rooms. What if they're hiding it in someone else's room? You mean to frame somebody else? I'm just throwing out suggestions. It's not impossible. We shouldn't be able to say it with definitive proof in this case. Let's get her out of here. What time is it? I woke up feeling suffocated. My heavy eyelids opened up to see that I was already bright outside. I hate night sweats. I guess I'll take another shower. Huh? I was looking down to see a puddle of crimson blood. Is this blood? Here? Where did it come from? Ah. What is this? What's in there? Only when I saw what was inside my throat felt like it was closing up. There's a blood-soaked suit of the killer and the power saw on the dagger and a raincoat I've never seen before. Why would these be there? Who put them? Don't tell me. Maybe the killer really did hide their weapons in my room, just like Hiroka said. I need to tell them. Tell them what? And will they believe me? If I hide this stuff somewhere else, wouldn't that stop any further killings? Right, there's only 2 days left. If I could just keep these out of the way. I feel like I'm gonna go insane if I stay here by myself. Hiroku. Hey, please stay by my side just for a moment. She gripped my head, wrapping in gentle warmth. I could smell something familiar. Sweet, mellow smell. Was it scent lavender? I could hear her heart beating. It was comfortable as if all my anxieties had vanished into thin air. It's okay, everything will be alright. Hiroku, for one moment, this hellish, hopeless existence, I felt happy. All I wanted to do was bask in this afterglow. I guess this is the closest to the Shizuhara ending. At last, it was day 99. Time for VX's fight. It happened before the usual morning announcement. Oh, she's finally here. I'm so composed I even surprised myself. I don't know what the 3 of us are going to be able to do, but there's nowhere we can run. We just have to do this. I guess this is our final battle. If we're all set, let's get right to it. Wait, before we do, there's something I have to give you. This is a bio weapon that will boost our strength. It's in the metal shop. Is it supposed to make this? Yeah, it was the last gift to us. We should be able to cause some serious damage to VXs with this. We can't waste it. Let's do it. We'll make good use of this. Let's go. Truthfully, I felt empty. Even if we beat VXs, could we call whatever ending awaits us a happy one? don't know if it's happy, but I'm nearly there, so I just gotta power through. Annihilate all enemies. That's I'll devour all. She does have little hearts in her eyes. What's the sound? Activated a device expelling a massive quantity of poison that rained down on VX's body. It's working. You're working, invaders. You lose, VX. You dare kill the great. This is really how it ends. It doesn't seem real. We won our battle against VXs. We were the victors in this final showdown, but I couldn't truly smile. We stayed so far from the 99 renew action. We only have 1 day left. Keep your guard up until the end. There's no salvation in my future. Our 99th day at Last Defense Academy came to a close, and finally... I made it all the way. I didn't feel joy, anger, or sadness. I just accepted reality as it was. It's hard to believe that the place is going to launch a nuclear strike in a few hours. Once this final attack starts, humanity will be the victors, but who cares about that? Who was the killer? We never found out about who it was. What does that mean? No, it can't be. Suddenly a violent pain ripped through my head, so intense it felt like my brain was being slit in half. Who's there? An unfamiliar voice echoed in my mind, threatening to consume my very consciousness. What is this? What the hell's going on? Kill them all. No survivors. Stop it. Give me what's wrong. Stay back. Run away. Don't tell me to run. No, why can't I stop? My body is rampaging out of control. It's trying so hard to resist, but I can't do a thing. If I don't do something, then somebody help me. Don't kill. I don't want to kill. No, stay back. There's always trembling. If you're in shock, on the verge of tears. I tried so hard to put distance between us, but my body did the exact opposite. You'll get both of us if we don't do something. We need to split up. Right. I'll kill you. Oh, that's funny. Your controls are reversed in this part. So left is right, right is up. Camera seems to be the same though. So the camera seems to work. So the murderer is Takumi, but like I thought he was killed. I guess he faked his killing. He faked his death. And Shizuhara knew the entire time that was her. Which is stupid, because why didn't he just, you know... If you did this to me, you lied to us and killed everyone. Why? I believe in you. No, don't kill her. Get away from Nozomi. No matter how hard I resisted, my body didn't budge an inch. I lost control over it. No, don't do it. Please don't kill her. I vividly felt the sensation of the power saw cutting into Nozomi's body. I killed her. I stood rooted to the spot in the daze, covered in my victim's blood. Suddenly, a forceful impact connected with the back of my head and I fell to the ground. Huh? Where am I? I woke up struggling to breathe to discover my body had been restrained with a rope. So you're finally awake. Hiruko, you seem to be yourself again for now. I'm thinking I can't move my body of my own volition again. What was that back then? Do you know what's happening to Hiruko? The missile will be fired soon. I'll explain everything then. I'll bet who the killer is and everything they've done. Does that mean the killer is? It's you. You're the one who destroyed Saray and you're the one who killed all 13 of our friends. What are you talking about? That's not... I know you weren't aware. Your conscience is clean. But 13 people still died at your hands even if you weren't aware of it. I did? No, that can't be right. I first noticed something strange with you on day 16. That's the day you were attacked by a killer in the bio lab, right? But the one who recorded me in the lab was you, Takumi. No way, I didn't do that. I believe it's around 11 p.m. I couldn't sleep, so I saw myself walking to school by yourself. I saw you in the hallway on the second floor. Me, the night? You had a kitchen knife in your right hand. Something was off about your eyes and the way you were breathing, so I ran. But you chased me with a horrific look on your face. It's clear that you were trying to kill me. I ran into the bio lab, but you caught up with me right away. We got into a struggle, you kicked me and sent me flying. I hit the back of my head and collapsed. I was barely conscious, unable to move, and there was someone in front of me. The killer was about to attack you. I was trying to help. I'm afraid not. You're misremembering. Misremembering? You're the one who attacked me, Takumi. I'm certain of it. The one in a black suit came to save me. What are you talking about? They attacked you and you lost consciousness, but you came to almost right away. You threw yourself at the person in the suit. The two of you broke through the window and hurtled towards the ground. I assume you remember what happened after that. She was right. I remember. I was grappling with that person and I kicked their leg as hard as I could. The events of that day marked the moment I began to suspect you. There weren't any casualties at the time, so I couldn't be sure, but I had to consider the possibility they become a host to a G. Host to a G? What's the plot? But Gs are a parasitic organism we discovered in another timeline. It's a terrifying organism that gradually eats away at the host's body and eventually takes it over. What? By no proof you'd become infected, so I kept quiet. Eventually, though, we had a first casualty on day 25, so my suspicions got stronger. And while you were asleep, I ran a scan on your brain. What? You know what? What did you find? There was a G inside. I thought I must have been wrong. On day 43, Mocha was killed, and once again I had a bad feeling. You being infected was the only explanation I could think of, so I checked her brain again. This time I didn't find any G. Not only that, but Nozomi said she ran away from the killer with you. Like quickly, I decided to put my suspicions aside for that moment. So that's why you were suddenly avoiding me, and sometimes it seemed like you had something to say. You checked my brain again? Yes, very closely. I learned something from him. The G's data was wrote in it. Huh? My hypothesis is that you were affected with the G in another timeline. After that, you died as its host, and when your consciousness went back to day 2, when that happened, the G data in your brain went back to the past with you. The data with me? It appears that my hypothesis was correct in that. You killed Nozomi running from me after all. Time travel can't send physical matter back in time. The G itself no longer exists in your brain, but its cognitive data still remain. Stop it, stop it. You expect me to believe any of that? Does that mean you killed Nozomi of your own free will? Another 12? You didn't know it was happening. When the G awakes, your own consciousness vanishes, so it's like some kind of split personality. It must have happened this way because you're only affected with the G's data. If the entire organism was in your brain and body, would have fallen under its control immediately. Naturally, I wanted to do something about it, but I didn't know how to cure you. I considered blowing your brains out and putting you in the Vibromatic, but... the murder still didn't stop. I knew destroying your brain was futile. The revival system must have perfectly recreated the brain structure stored in the database. I went to the library to do some research to find another way to cure you. That's when I found out about a certain drug. It's possible that injecting you with it would remove the G data from your brain. So around day 67, I snuck into your room and administered the drug as you were sleeping. That's why I didn't wake up for 3 days? Yes, the side effects of the drug I injected you caused you to fall ill. And thought I finally restored your brain to normal. Just to be sure, I examined your brain again after you woke up on day 71, but the G data was still there. What? I failed. The drug didn't work. Why can't I get you out of Takumi? You latched onto him and killed our friends. How long do you plan to toy with us? Good to hell already, you filthy insect. Yeah. Well done, Hiroku. You figured it out. Gee, you finally showed yourself. Would you like to hear what this filthy insect was up to while in control of Takumi? Only if you don't mind me sawing off your head with this power saw. Yeah, you're too foolish to kill this man. The first one, Eva, was the prisoner. I killed her on day 25. Takumi took the power saw he saw from the visitor out of the metal shop. Visitor. After breaking down the door to the cage, I sliced her to ribbons. When I was done, I threw the power saw into the wall fire to hide it, but Takumi immediately found and recovered it. He had no idea he was watching. And who's he exactly? The boy covered in flames. He was so confused and scared when he saw me controlling Takumi, huh? But enough about that. You and your little friends discovered the suit and helmet as well, right? Oma found them in the boys' bathroom. They definitely belonged to the person who came to save me in the pile of. Yep. I believe the visitor was pursued by Takumi and forced to abandon them to move around faster. At any rate, he put them in the locker in the metal shop, and Takumi set the combination, right? Only he knew the combination, or you thought, Takumi himself included. But you were looking too, that's why you knew how to open the locker. Precisely. The second person I killed was Moko Mujiro on day 43. When Moko, Nozomi, and Takumi were looking around at the school at night, Takumi and Nozomi split up to look for Moko after she got separated. It was raining heavily when Takumi went outside, so he ended up completely soaked. I wakened around the time, so I took over and made for the metal shop. I took the suit, helmet, and power saw from the locker and then sought my prey. She resisted, but not even she was a match for my power saw. But I was caught in the act by Nozomi, who managed to invade me. I gave chase, figuring I could kill her while I was at it, and I wound up in the leisure lounge. Just when I almost had her, I was tackled and fell into the pool. Nozomi used that opening to get away. A little more and I would have had her. I took off the suit and helmet and abandoned them along with the power saw so I could get out. Of course, that's why Yugumu had them at the pool. I returned to the school soaking wet, and that's where my memory ends. Takumi must have assumed he was wet from the rain, so he didn't realize what was actually happening. Indeed, and after that, Takumi heard a scream, went running, and reunited with Nozomi. In panic, Nozomi told him about Moko's murder, and the two of them went to the classroom on the first floor at the scene of the crime. Takumi had no idea her death was at his own hands. The rest exactly as Yugumu told you. He recovered the power saw and suit, abandoned and chased you around. A hedonistic pervert if I've ever seen one. After you took your gear, you changed weapons, didn't you? Starting with my third victim, Takamaru, I believe is on day 51. I woke once again, obtained a replacement suit and weapon from the metal shop, a raincoat and a dagger. I took them, stuck into Takamaru's room, and turned him into a bloody mess. You should see the look on his face when he woke up after being sliced open with a dagger. Once I killed Takamaru, I washed my hands there and returned to Takumi's room like normal. Then I hid my dagger and raincoat behind the ceiling panel in the bathroom and went back to sleep. What about your fourth victim, Kura? She was murdered at the dawn. That day, Yugumu chased her and Takumi while dressed. Takumi was cornered in the front of the defense room, with Yugumu holding the power saw over his head. Just then, I woke up and Takumi lost consciousness. Satisfied after seeing the look of terror on Takumi's face, Yugumu turned and left. He was a real degenerate, that one. Just get on with it. You used Takumi's body to kill Kura, right? I took out the hidden dagger and raincoat and hunted down Kura, who was hiding in the training room. She didn't even have time to cry or scream before I mercilessly sliced her to ribbons. I finished the deed and returned the raincoat and dagger to their hiding spot, but back at the defense room, I once again fell into a deep sleep. So that's where Takumi believed he'd been passed out there the whole time. My fifth was Shoma, who I killed on day 77. I simply killed him when I woke up. Nothing worth talking about. Let me ask you one thing. Did you set the fire in the gym on day 80? My timed incendiary device worked out nicely, didn't it? I knew you were behind it. What was it? Day 78? When Takumi went with Ima, Kako, and Darumi to the metal shop, I woke up at 2 p.m. and simply pretended to be Takumi. All of you were sleeping together in the gym, and I've been waiting for my chance. I came with a plan to secretly build a timed incendiary device to plant there. Of course, I came up with the cover story so the other three weren't suspecting I worked on it myself. But I struggled with the work, and I couldn't finish the device that day. I had no choice but to continue into the next day, still pretending to be Takumi. I finally finished the device at 2 in the afternoon, 24 hours after I started. So you're saying Takumi's consciousness didn't return for over 24 hours? We didn't trade places at all during that time. I worked in a group with the twins into room the next day, day 79 as well. I had the completed timed incendiary device with me, pretending to go to the bathroom, headed for the gym. We were all in a panic after seeing the killer. Obviously, the person in the suit wasn't me at that time. It was the Sov visitor you alluded to before. It doesn't really matter. I achieved what I set out to do and went ahead with my original plan. I returned to the metal shop at 2:30 p.m. No one was there because of all the commotion over the killer. About an hour later, Takumi was awake again. Then Ima, Kako, and Darumi came back. Takumi? What are you doing here? Takumi underwent mitosis? It's only natural Takumi was confused. He never imagined he spent the last 25-30 minutes unconscious. As I planned, I activated the incendiary device I planted on the evening of day 80. He scattered and ran. Takumi ended up with Darumi. Yugumu pretended to be the killer again and chased them. Then they got separated. Yugumu acted as a decoy and managed to get away from Yugumu, but unfortunately for him, I woke once again. And so your sixth victim was Rumi. I got the raincoat and dagger from her room and hunted down to Rumi in the leisure lounge. That girl, she seemed to enjoy it. She was a real strange one. Enough commentary. What about the number 78, Ime and Kaku? Oh, that's simple. Takumi was working with them. Once I left the metal room, my consciousness woke. As usual, I got the raincoat and dagger out of my room and attacked them in the biolab. Come to think of it, the two of them seemed to be suspicious of Takumi as well. They were trying to catch him, but it was too late, too little. Once it was done, I hid the raincoat and dagger in my room and went back to the metal shop like nothing happened. Takumi's consciousness came back straight away. Naturally, he wasn't any the wiser about what happened. As you're aware, the ninth person I killed was Gaku. When I woke up on the night of day 90, it seemed like the perfect opportunity to get them back and kill Gaku while I was at it. I got the raincoat and dagger as always and visited his room. I threatened him with the dagger and demanded he'd show me where the suit and power saw was hidden. He led to the library. They were hidden behind the bookshelf. Finally, I had my equipment back, and when I was about to take him, Gaku tried to resist. I dropped my dagger on the floor during the struggle, but when it was over, I had the power saw. I hid everything in the bathroom ceiling and went back to sleep. After that, I was able to use the power saw for my kills again. I'm aware you used it on your 10th victim, Yugumu. Your reasoning skills are impressive, Yuruko. You're the most brilliant imbecile of them all. The night of day 92, I woke up, put on the suit, grabbed the power saw, and went after Yugumu. The power saw made short work of the door in the room he was being held in. I listened to his bones slap as they were torn apart by the spinning blades. I checked that he was fully dead and returned to my room, careful not to be seen. You put the slow-acting sleep medicine in the water cooler the night before. You figured that out. If you were my host, I could kill so many more people. After the defensive battle on day 93, I took over and slipped the meds into the water supply. Number 12, Tsubasa hardly bears mentioning. On day 97, I woke up in Takumi's room and grabbed the power saw as usual. Despite the circumstances, she just kept on tinkering with her little projects. She was practically begging for it. I was happy to oblige. You don't need me to explain the 13th victim, Nozomi, so are there any other questions? Why do you kill everyone on different days? I thought you'd be more than capable of taking us all out on once. I couldn't predict when I wake up. It became an episode, so I was forced to adapt to whatever circumstances were whenever I wake up. But meant having to kill you one by one. Besides, if Takumi was to woke up while I was doing my work, I'd be in trouble. I was doing what it seemed like I'd be able to do while I still had control, so it wasn't intentional. There's still plenty of enjoyment to be had for a murderer, such as figuring who to kill, when to do it, and now. Plus, there's Takumi's utter despair watching you get picked off one by one without ever realizing the truth. Not to mention the way you suffered for Takumi as you started to notice me. I wish I could enjoy it all over again. It would have been a waste to massacre all of you at once, clearly. I have one last thing to ask. It's about day 16 when you almost killed me. I'm a serious person in the suit who showed up. The one who kicked you away and saved me. Who was that exactly? Ah, you mean the visitor? Surely that fine-tuned intuition of yours had already worked it out. Don't tell me. Takumi, are you back? Huh? Hiruka, why didn't you tell me? I mean, if everyone knew, they would kill you. That's why I could say it. I couldn't let that happen. But you didn't even tell me. The result would have been the same. The guild would have driven you to take your own life. Trust me, I know what kind of person you are. The final attack is starting soon. When the missiles will launch the final life, including us if we don't get into the escape. I have one final request. Get on the escape pod without me. My brain's been eroded by Yi's data, right? If nobody knows how to remove it, there's no point in me surviving, so please. Okay, if that's what you want, but don't worry, I'm not going to leave you. I'll stay by your side until the end. Are you crazy? Just get in the pod without me. I can't. See you late. The final attack starts in 2 seconds. Yeah, this is the Shizuhara ending, I guess. Okay. Slash route, goodbye, kiss. Before a decision, let's chase after Shizuhara. Man, these girls are fast though. You literally can't catch up to them at all. Now that's pretty neat. The door is still broken into. No, don't get away from Hiruko. No matter how hard I tried to resist, my body didn't budge an inch. I had no control. You're not controlling me, are you? When did you get in his body? Get away from her. No, no. I stared blankly at the devastation in front of me. Hiruko's blood still felt warm running down my body. I killed her? Huh? Suddenly, a forceful impact connected with the back of my head and it fell to the ground. I could see a fire extinguisher in front of me. In my haze, I realized it must have been thrown at me. Takumi? I managed to look up and saw Nozomi staring down at me, holding the power saw. How could you? I believed you, Takumi. No, that's not Nozomi. It was against my will. Trying as I did to scream no words came out. All I could do was look up at her. You killed everyone. You tricked us the whole time. No, you have to listen to me, Nozomi. Everyone's dead because of you. Because of you. I didn't do it. I felt blood streaming out the wounds opened up by the power saw. Where did I go wrong? Someone tell me, Hiruko. Slasher route, revenge. Complete all slasher routes. That seems like bullshit. Oh, this is a mystery route. What the fuck was mystery route again? Okay, I'm missing a branch somewhere. Oh no, it's back at the beginning, isn't it? Okay, this is also an infected route. Now, the moment the figure brought the power saw down, I dove to one side. I realized their mistake, but it was too late. The momentum was already carrying them to where I'd been standing. Now there's nothing there but undying flames. My attack stumbled right into the wall of fire, screaming agony, and then they were gone. Oh, phew, it worked. I heaved a sigh of relief. Even as the flames in front of me started to rage. It was a risky maneuver, but it paid off in the end. Who was that, though? Where did they come from? They attacked the battle out of nowhere, but what was I doing there in the first place? What about Hiruko? Did she mention getting attacked a while back, too? Is she okay? I felt a sharp pain in the side of my neck. I spun around, and there was a mysterious figure I had been seen stumble into the flames. Or was it? The person who attacked me before was wielding a power saw, but this one was wielding some kind of syringe. There's two of them? Before I knew it, I was face down in the dirt, blacked out completely. I slowly drifted away, finding myself in my own bed, in my own room, just like every other morning. I don't remember hearing the morning announcement, though. Still feeling groggy, I looked at the clock. It was almost noon. Oh man, I really overslept. Something's not right. What was I doing again? I felt like I was somewhere else. No, I was feeling tired, so I went to bed early. I was here the whole time. Where was I? My memory's still hazy. Okay, time to save. Thanks for watching. I need to sleep. I'm gonna cry.